All right. It's time for the late night boxing talks. Let's get everything in order. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on this weekend alone. I think the Tyson Fury versus Derek Chisora fight is this weekend. Chocolatito versus Estrada 3 is this weekend. This week on Thursday, Kim Clavel going to fight Jessica Neri Plata. I didn't even realize that. I got to tell, hold on for a second. Hold on. Yeah, so that's probably going to be on Fight TV. I don't know that ESPN Plus picked up that fight. So it's probably going to be on Fight TV. That's Thursday. That one crept up on me. I didn't even know it was already this week that they were going to do that fight. That's going to be a really good fight, though. They're going to throw a lot of punches in that fight, and we're going to see it's probably going to be more dangerous than the Gomez fight. And it's a full weekend, you know. Lucky for us that we don't gotta pay-per-view for Fury versus Chisora. All we gotta do is watch that on ESPN Plus. But for them people in the UK, man, telling you they ain't gonna want to buy that joint. It's December. People thinking about their families. They thinking about Christmas. They not thinking about no whatever pay-per-view. Like they not thinking about that, yo. So that I kind of, and I said it before, that I kind of felt like that's the reason they decided to call off Joshua's fight for December, because if Fury doing a pay-per-view and then you do a pay-per-view or whatever in December, bro, that's too close to Christmas, bro. Like people thinking about their families, they not thinking about no boxing. That's what I'm saying. Like ain't nobody trying to pay for that. Like you bugging. Like that's really, I forgot who said it, but that there used to be a time where the value of the fight was what determined what the purses was. But since everybody wants to fight at a fixed rate, he think, oh, I'm supposed to be pay-per-view whenever I get out there. No, you not. Some fights, I'm waiting for the great reset in the sport. Me and Drew often talk about this. The great reset is going to basically be that moment where the fighters and the managers and the promoters, they realize, well, really the fighters and their managers, because the promoters already know it. I think it's the fighters and the managers that are going to need that wake-up call that, like, y'all be wanting some crazy-ass bread that really don't exist, that is not there. So if you want to keep busy and you want to make money and you want to grow a following and have a lot of fans, you got to fight more often, because it's a lot of fighters that even on a 2-fight-a-year schedule, you can't really, it's like it's hard, bro, because people barely see you. Basically, that's all that is, Karma. Like, who want to pay even 25 for Fury versus Chisora? Come on now. Like, if you really all that, and you a two-time heavyweight champion, you unbeaten, you done did all these things, you're not supposed to be fighting somebody like that. It don't matter why it happened. It's not supposed to happen. And, Martin Bacoli was out there. Michael Hunter was supposed to fight your cousin, but that fell through because your cousin got sick again. So what's the problem? Michael Hunter would have been a better fight than Chisora. So, you know what I mean? It's like, what's goody Will, what's goody Ivo? You know what I mean? And I believe that's this week. I believe that's going to be on Saturday. Y'all already know how the time zones work. If it's a fight in prime time in the UK, that means it's in the afternoon over here. And then at least it's a segue for us to go into Chocolatito versus Estrada 3. I've been looking forward to that fight. I feel Chocolatito won the first one. I think he's going to win the third fight. He's been staying in character. He's been looking good. It's Juan that has been looking human. And I just hope they don't rob Chocolatito this time, man, because I really feel like they robbed him in that second fight. Like, to me, when they took it to the scorecards, I was really confident, like, nah, he got this, bro. This shit was dominant. He got this shit. So when I heard the score, I was like, that was one of the biggest robberies I've seen. Like, Taylor versus Catterall was not like, it wasn't that big a deal. Like, yeah, I scored it for Catterall. I did. But I was not that surprised. With Chocolatito, I was surprised. Like, really, fam? Ain't no way he lost that fight, bro. If Choco beats yeah, he's back on the pound for pound. If he wins that fight, because there's actually a title on the line, I think it's the WBC is on the line in that fight. That's all he needed. That was it. That's all he needed. The WBC title, he already has the argument for division champion fought Quadras. Yeah, the resume speaks for itself. But I will do a breakdown. I will do a breakdown probably this week just to refresh everybody's memory about what's in his resume. You know, Quadras, Estrada, Yegashi. He's fought a lot of good fighters. Kid Galahad. He's fought a lot of good fighters. So he definitely has the argument to get in. But, and I don't think a lot of people are going to like this, but if he gets in, Devin is at number 10. So if he gets in, Devin falls off. That's the way that breaks down. That the person at number 10, whoever's at number 10, they're in the most danger of being bumped off. Let me pull up the list. Whoever's at number 10 is in the most danger of being bumped off. Right now, you can see that at the very bottom, Better Beaver's at number 8, Josh Taylor is at number 9, and Devin is at number 10. So if I put, when I put him in, to put Chocolatito on this list, he would probably fall between Inouye and Ioka, or between Terrence and Inouye, or maybe even ahead of Terrence, maybe, you know what I mean? But he gonna be in that upper bracket, that upper bracket. And if he pops up in the middle, whoever's here at number 10, they fall off. That means that the new number 10 would be Josh Taylor. Better Beef goes to number 9. Errol goes to number 8. Jermell goes down to number 7. That's how it would work. So, that's just something to look out for. That, yeah, if he wins this weekend with the argument that he already has and the body of work that he already has, yeah, I would have to put him on. I would have to. Yeah, I mean, and yeah, man, it's been a crazy, not even crazy, man. I made a post about the Canelo, Argentina, Mexico thing, ¿verdad? I made a post about that, it's Mexico versus Argentina. Y Zulem dijo de que, no, Wakanda versus México, porque ella vio la película, the Black Panther movie, la nueva. Y estábamos hablando de esa película, ¿no es verdad? Y esto entremetido, these fucking boxing Karens, they jump into the post thinking it's like a shot at them. Like, bro, Wakanda's not a real place, bro. You're not from over there, bro. And more importantly, who the fuck is talking to you? Matter of fact, let me address that shit. Let me just make a quote tweet to address that shit. But yeah, yo. Shout out to my man Willie Lynch. Willie says, if Choco gets the knockout, it would put a huge stamp on his legacy. It's probably asking a lot, but I can see him doing it. Time has been very generous to him. Yeah, and Juan is looking more and more human. Don't forget that he had to fight Joshua Franco in defense of his WBA. Joshua Franco already had a long-ass stint of inactivity, and sin embargo, Juan still chose to vacate the WBA. He still chose to vacate it because he really wanted a soft fight. And what was supposed to be a soft fight ended up being a real fight. So it's like, I like Choco to win the fight. I like Choco to win on points. I hope he wins on points because I feel he got robbed. But yeah, I got to address that post. Shout out to my man Country. Yeah, because I made a post, right? I made a post yesterday about that whole Canelo and Messi situation that, it's turning into Mexico versus Argentina. Y Zulem dijo de que, Mexico versus Wakanda, because she had seen the movie, the new Black Panther movie. And then you had all these guys popping up in the comments basically trying to say that was code for some shit. And it's like, no, it's not code for nothing, bro. One, Wakanda's not a real place. You not a Wakandan. And you think that motherfuckers is talking about you when she was literally talking about the movie because she had just seen the movie and we was talking about the movie earlier. More important, I don't talk to none of you motherfuckers. Why are you on my post? I don't talk to none of you motherfuckers. If I don't talk to none of you motherfuckers, what the fuck make you think I'm talking about you or that anybody on that post is talking about you? A lot of y'all self-important dickheads wish somebody hated on y'all. You wish you had haters. You wish you mattered enough that a motherfucker was sitting somewhere thinking, like, no, ain't nobody thinking about you, fam. Nobody's thinking about you. That Justin character. I tell him, yo, fam, she was talking about the movie, bro. You came over here with your virtue signaling ass, you fucking boxing Karen. You come over here popping all this shit. And when I tell you, yo, that was a reference to the movie, bro. That was a reference to the movie. And then he like, oh, we'll look at all the... Bro, it's not a point of that. I should not have to explain myself, or that person should not have to explain themselves to you. You know why? Because they wasn't fucking talking to you. You nosy motherfuckers. Stop hawking my page. Stick to what the fuck y'all be doing over there on the other side of boxing Twitter. Chicken brawl for chicken talks or whatever the fuck y'all be doing. Bored ass motherfuckers. You got motherfuckers making whole ghost accounts just so that they could pop up on my posts and argue with me. And I really feel more and more that, you know what? Those are industry plants. They have to be. Because from a completely logical perspective, it does not make sense that you would be that elated or enthusiastic about fighters that are not fighting. Andre is not fighting. He hasn't fought this whole year. What are you excited about? Charlo has not fought this whole year. What are you excited about? David Benavidez fought once against David Lemieux in 2015 when Golovkin fought Lemieux. There were people that didn't want to give Golovkin credit for that Lemieux, but we supposed to be high on David for beating him 7 years later? No, of course not. And I thought about it, and I'm like, yo, I always look at the bios of where these people are from, and it is either the same cluster of individuals under alternative accounts, because it's either California or Texas. California or Texas, like that stupid looking kid named Danny Ramirez. He's in California. The dumb dickhead whose name is That Ain't It, bruh. He's in California. And it wouldn't surprise me if that's the same fucking person. And it wouldn't surprise me if that's an industry plant. Because as a consumer of the sport, you're not going to tell me you excited about a fighter that been on the bench since summer of last year. That's how long it's been since Charlo had a fight. Since summer of last year. Andre ain't fought since fall of last year. We going into winter of this year. He hasn't fought since fall of last year. And it was against a European guy. You high on dudes that fight nothing but Europeans, but when Canelo fight a European, oh, Europeans can't box. Then why they got more medals than us in the Olympics? The last 2 cycles? Really, the last 3. Why they got more medals than us if they can't box? The xenophobia, that shit, it kills me, bro. It kills me, man. Kills me, bro. Motherfuckers really think they in the 80s, yo. They really think it's the 80s. Like you don't watch boxing, clearly. You don't watch it at the amateur level, and you don't watch it at the professional level. The heavyweight division belongs to Europeans. The cruiserweight division belongs to Europeans. The light heavyweight division belongs to Europeans. The super middleweight division historically has always been a European division. Even if there are American fighters there now, traditionally, that's a European division. The middleweight division, the Americans don't run that. Now, junior middle and welter, there are the Americans. That's where the Americans run the show. Go down to 40, nah, it's a mixed bag. It's mixed fighters, it's a mixed bag. Go down to 35, it's a mixed bag. It's different fighters from all over the place. Lomachenko's from the Ukraine, Devin and Shakur from America, Richard Comey is from Ghana. You know, it's a mixed bag. You go down to 30, Oscar Valdez is from Mexico, bro. You know what I mean? Navarrete is from Mexico, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, where do you get that Europeans can't fight? Have you fought Europeans for you to say that? Well, I'm just saying it on some common sense shit. Because I'm like, yo, it's only 2 divisions in the sport of boxing where the Americans is kind of running it. That's welter and super welter. But everything above, that's all Europeans, bro. That's all Europeans. and Eastern Europeans. When you go down to the lower weights, you don't see a lot of Americans down there either at super bantam, and not a lot. No, you got Stephen Fulton. That's it. Reese Salim. Then you got MJ from Uzbekistan. You go down to bantamweight. The number one bantamweight in the world is a Japanese guy. It's Australians there, Japanese guys there, people from the Philippines. You go down to the lower weights, Asia running that. Different parts of Asia, but Asia running that. So I'm like, why do people still have it in their mind that America is running boxing? Like, no, it's not. In fact, America only has 2 divisions out of all these divisions. Motherfucking heavy, bridger, cruiser, light heavy, super middle, junior middle, welter, super welter, junior welter, super feather, motherfucking super bantam, motherfucking super fly, light fly. Like, out of all of that, it's only 2 divisions where the Americans is running it. Out of all, it's like 16 weight classes. And out of 16 weight classes, the Americans only run 2 of them shits. Most of them shits is filled with Europeans. Different parts of Europe, some from Eastern Europe, some from the UK. So I'm like, where does this bigoted, xenophobic view of Europe, where does it come from? Because I'm like, you can't be watching boxing and you have these opinions, and you can't be in a boxing. If you go to a boxing gym, it's people from all over the world. It's boxing gyms that they got all the different flags of all the people and where they from. Some Dominican flag, Irish flag, Scottish flag, Mexican flag, of course, American flag, of course. You know, but it's like I don't know what sport they watching. And I'm like, the only way that you can have that perspective is if you don't watch boxing. If you don't watch boxing and you really only watch Showtime, oh, well, then that, you gonna think that's boxing. Then yeah, I could see you thinking that, because if all you watch is Showtime. But if you watch boxing, the sport, bro, it's people from everywhere, bro. A lot of them, yeah, they from Europe and they could fight, they could box. Look what Fury did to Wilder. I think they can't handle the truth. Boxing is not the WWE. It's an actual sport. The personalities don't keep boxing interesting. It's thank you, bro. I couldn't have put that better myself. I couldn't have put that better myself. There seems to be a movement in a very small section of the sport to try to sell the sport as anything other than a sport. Bro, motherfuckers don't care about all them interviews, B. Motherfuckers don't care about that shit. Motherfuckers don't really care about that charisma shit either unless you could fight. And it's the fight game. You're supposed to be selling fights. It's a certain faction or a certain outfit that, yo, you try to sell anything but fights and shit. You got these corny ass stories. Motherfuckers got interviews all year and no fights. Motherfuckers got Charlo interviews from all year. Charlo stories from all year. Did he fight? Nah, right? So what? Trouble Troy says Jamal Charlo brings up J-Rock, the 160 2023. Huge long-awaited rematch. Yo, I'm trying to tell you, Troy. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted, man. I got some ponies in the American show. Everybody know I'm a big Shakur Stevenson fan. Everybody know I big up Devin every chance I get. Jermell, I was rating him on a pound for pound before anybody, and I took criticism for that. It's cool. He meet the criteria. Jermell, not Jamal, right? I got American fighters I like. I still like that Tristan Calcaruth kid. I think they need to get him out there more often. Golden Boy fighter, a cruiserweight. You know what I mean? I still think Jared Anderson. You know, I'm with the shit. I think he's going to be a bad motherfucker. You know, Keyshawn Davis, Kelvin Davis, Bruce Carrington, all very good fighters. Tiger Johnson, very good fighters. Very good. You know what I mean? Very good. But I also have my Australians that I like. Shout out to my man Gary. I got my Jay Opataya. I got my Liam Bottle. You know what I mean? Motherfucking Jazzy Paul. You know what I mean? Motherfucking Taylor Robinson. I got it's fighters from all over the world. I like Junto Nakatani, Naoya Inoue, my man Kosei Tanaka, Kazuto Ioka. You know what I mean? Got fighters from all over the world I like. It's good fighters all over the world. If you watching boxing, what you realize is, oh, it's good fighters all over the world. All over. Up and down the shit. It's good fighters all over the world. Justice Hooney is a good heavyweight. Justice Hooney is a good heavyweight. Fast. He got fast hands. He got good feet. He's coordinated. You know what I mean? But if you hate most of the world, then you probably just gonna watch Showtime. If you hate most of the world the way these motherfuckers hate most of the world, oh, you probably just gonna watch Showtime. You know what I mean? Real shit. Because I'm like, yo, it's good fighters all over the world, bro. Australia is booming. Like, they got a lot of good fighters coming out of there right now. Male fighters, female fighters. Stevie Sparks. I need some Stevie Sparks versus some Liam Pato. I need that. I need that shit. You know what I mean? Nikita Zoo. He a bad motherfucker. Tim's brother. He a bad motherfucker. It's like you can't watch this sport and have a linear view of the world because there's no in between. You can't really think, yeah. No, the fuck you not. You don't have most of the belts. You don't run most of the weights. You ain't winning most of the medals in the amateurs. So how the fuck are you the shit? In what way are you the shit? You ain't shit. And you need my motherfucking ass to tell you. It can't come from somebody else. It has to come from an American. Check it. You ain't shit. You think you the shit. Not. You ain't shit. Nobody thinking about you. Fucking idiots. If you wouldn't pop up on my posts, I wouldn't even know you exist. And when you pop up on my posts, I wish you didn't. You fucking idiots. I'm happy for a potential fight between Jalalov and I like that shit. I like that shit. I'm watching for that fight also, Hurricane Hank. I got to see Jalalov live on Saturday, and it was great. Lots of good fighters. Yeah, like, and he from fucking Uzbekistan. You got MJ from Uzbekistan. Madrimov from Uzbekistan. Motherfucking Jalov Rice from Uzbekistan. You know what I mean? You can't watch the sport. If you really follow it, you cannot watch it and be xenophobic unless you just stupid. If you're stupid, then yeah, there's all sorts of possibilities. Stupid ones. There's no way. UK ain't got good fighters? Seriously? UK don't have good fighters. More of their heavyweights actually medaled. Joe Joyce medaled. Hrgovic medaled. Yoka medaled. You know, he's French. Hrgovic's Croatian, but at least one of their guys medaled, man. Joyce medaled. Before that, Joshua medaled. You know what I mean? The motherfuckers sitting there happy with theyself, thinking, nah, we the shit. You insecure, man. That's what it is. When you can't be happy for other people, I'm happy the Brits is having that renaissance because I remember when I was young, we didn't used to talk about the UK fighters in the 80s and 90s. Not like that. Not in America. We didn't. At that time, we didn't. No. So that they had this renaissance, you got good male fighters, good female fighters, even a domestic scene. Fabio Wardley. I fucks with it, bro. I fucks with it. That was a good ass fight on Saturday. I fucks with it. I want to see more. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers just full of hate, man. That's all I see. And they take that hate to social media because you know if you talk, you don't talk like that in real life. You don't act like that in real life. Your boys probably be herbing you and you go on social media to vent. You know what I mean? Probably be getting herbed at work or whatever at school. Go to social media to vent. Let me use this Google stock image and say a bunch of shit that I don't normally say. Ridiculous ass motherfuckers. Ridiculous. Imagine having to fucking hide behind a Google stock image just to feel comfortable to use social media. It's fucking pathetic. Or if you... Nah, I ain't even gonna say that. You know what I mean? Shit. You know what I mean? The shit don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. You know, if we was talking about Major League Baseball, I could see. NBA, NFL, I could see. Talking about boxing, bro. Boxing is a world sport. It's a world sport. Ain't just here. Got boxes all over the place. Yeah, I gotta get footage of that fight, bro. If somebody could find me footage of that fight and DM it to me because I didn't watch it. I didn't get to watch it. It's my understanding. I read a post that Eddie Hearn was actually behind that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that Eddie Hearn made that possible. I literally didn't know that. I don't know exactly how he did, but I read something that said that, like, yo, yeah, he got Nina Hughes that opportunity, and now, she's in the mix. Shannon Courtenay, winner of Bridges versus O'Connell, she's in the mix. She's a champion. I got to see that fight because I didn't get to see it. I don't know what it looked like. I thought she was gonna lose, bro. Being real with y'all, I did. I don't. Y'all know I don't dodge my comeuppance. I thought she was gonna lose. I thought she was gonna get knocked out. So I gotta watch that shit. Gotta watch that shit. I really thought she was gonna be too small. That's what I thought. Cause Mitchell hit hard, man. Mitchell hit hard. She could punch. I thought Nina Hughes gonna be too small. You don't got enough experience, but yo, she fucking pulled it off. I watched that shit. But it's some real shit, yo. You know what I mean? And what boggles my mind is like how motherfuckers will try to make some shit about theyself that don't got nothing to do with them. Like the post earlier that I was talking about that I said Argentina y Mexico. And I'm like, I seen the comments. I kept getting notifications, which is what made me notice. I'm like, yo, why do I keep getting notifications? And then I seen who it was and what it was over. And I'm like, damn, B, you really just don't got shit going on. You really think this person was talking about you? Fam, that place don't exist. What is your, like, there is a movie out right now. That's what it's about. The movie, you fucking idiot. Got these motherfucking fake ass activists on that shit, man. Trying to make that shit a ain't no code, you goofy motherfucker. We was literally talking about the movie. Stupid motherfucker. How could you be that stupid? I don't know, man. I don't motherfucking know, man. Dumb motherfuckers. Motherfuckers is dumb, bro. I seen, and I know who's behind that shit. Underneath it all, I know who's behind that shit. I know exactly who's behind that shit. I ain't even gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna give them no air. I know exactly who's behind that shit. Same motherfucking, ain't got nothing going on, ain't got nothing to do, hawking people pages, waiting to argue with their ass. I know exactly who's behind that shit. I know exactly. Same motherfucking, I ain't even gonna say nothing. It's just that same motherfucker that always wanna argue. Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. Yeah, man, like motherfuckers is really acting like they from like yeah, I got that on my passport. You fucking loser. It's a fucking movie. Grow up. Fucking jackass. Motherfucker really thought that shit, like, really, fam? Really? Hard to believe that Charlo is bigger than Bivol. Well, he was probably wearing big shoes, bro, to be real with you. He dressed weird. He think that's some fashion shit. No, you just dress weird, bro. You just want an excuse to dress weird. Don't tell me it's fashion. No, motherfucker. I am flannel. I'm flannel, bro. All right? You probably got them ugly ass Yeezys that look like sperm cells. Ugly ass shit. You think I don't got money for Yeezys? I could buy you a pair of Yeezys, you fucking bums. I just don't like them because they ugly. Shit ugly, bruh. Look like sperm. Look like a xenomorph head on your foot. Fuck would I want to wear that ugly ass shit? Crazy? Kids wear that shit because kids are stupid. That's the only ones I be seeing wearing them shits. Kids that's trying to look like rich people. You stupid motherfucker. Shit is the ugliest fucking shoe I have ever seen in my life. I used to think Gore-Tex was ugly. Those is the ugliest shits I ever seen in my fucking life, B. Them shits uglier than Skechers. It's the ass. Them shits is ugly, B.
Bro, I like Skechers.
Shut up!
You shut up.
Fucking Skechers, bro. I used to think Skechers was bad because the heel was too big.
I like Skechers.
You ought to see these fucked up looking shits. I ain't talking about Skechers neither. That shit look like an alien baby. Motherfucking Yeezys and shit. Only stupid ass little kids wear them shits. It's two people you see wearing Yeezys. Actual rich people that they have millions and people that want to look like they have millions. You gotta be a fucking idiot to buy them shits, bro. You think you look dope? Like, nobody think that shit look dope, bro. Only other idiots. Ugliest shit I ever seen in my life, B. Oh my god, them shits is ugly, bro. Shit's shit, I'm getting heat for the Skechers. Hey man, all I said was I thought. I used to think. Now I know it's something worse than Skechers. It's Yeezys. Them shits, man. Motherfucker really walking around with that ugly ass shit on his foot thinking they fly. Bro, you look like a fucking idiot, bro. Bro, calm down. Chalo about to rematch Bundle. Oh, shit. For the greatness. For the greatness. I could understand some slips, man. Like, I understand slips. Some shits feel good, B. Make your feet feel good. Some chancletas make your feet feel good, man. It's like walking on a cloud. Shit, it's better than walking barefoot. Not them shits, man. If I show you what these shits look like, have you seen them shits?
Yeah, I don't like them.
That shit is ugly, man. Like,
but people claim that shoes were comfortable.
Yeah, but it's other shit. It's a status symbol. Only kids wear shit like that because they just want to look like they got money. You know, I used to understand J's because J's was fresh. Like, yeah, of course, but the shit is fresh. Like, yeah, they look nice. Shits don't look nice, bruh. Look like somebody nutted on your foot. Ugh. Yeah, the original Yeezys was nice. The originals was nice. But not these sperm cell joints. Not those shits, B. Look like a motherfucking, you know what it looked like? It looked like a giant just nutted on your foot. Ugh. And then it hardened around your foot. It hardened around your shoe. Says that. Matter of fact, let me get a picture of them ugly ass shits. I gotta show y'all these ugly ass shits. Motherfuckers really buying these ugly ass shits just so they can look like they got money. Stupid ass motherfuckers. Yeezy Uglies. I'm gonna put that in Google. The Yeezy Uglies. And there it is. Oh my god, these shits is ugly. My god. What the fuck? Bruh. These shits is the ugliest shits I ever seen in my life, B. Who in the fuck wears shit like this, B? Hot take, more schools B-Vol. Yeah, at knocking out waitresses. That's the only fight he won in the last 12 months, that waitress that he knocked over. That's the only fight he had, the waitress. Let me get these ugly ass shits up here. Y'all look at these ugly ass shits. Them ugly ass shits. That ugly ass shit. Oh my god, that shit is. Bro, what is that shit? What the fuck was he thinking when he made them shits, bro?
It wasn't. That was Kanye.
That dude must have been on acid when he made them shits. Like, that shit is horrible. If Demetrius Andrade was a sneaker, he would be a pair of Yeezys. If you believe Jermall Charlo, then I've got magic Flintstone vitamins that'll make you $1 million in 20 years. Just send me 17 payments of $75.99. Bruh, if Jermall Charlo's career was a shoe, it would be those, bro. God damn, bro. Why the fuck would anybody put that shit on their foot? Oh my God.
Because they cost a lot of money.
Because motherfuckers' egos is fragile and they need a status symbol of the elitism. Bro, them shits is ill. You know what that shit look like? Dried up vomit. What's that shit look like? Dried up vomit. Huh? What's that shit look like? Dried up vomit. God, them shits. I gotta stop looking at them shits, man. But that shit look like, you know what that shit look like? It looked like a motherfucker melted down a pair of Crocs. It looked like a motherfucker just melted, like he took a blowtorch to a pair of Crocs and then just started moving the plastic around. That shit is ugly. Fuck would anybody put that shit on their foot? It's nicer ways to be comfortable, man. Them shits is, ugh. That's exactly what that shit looked like, too. Dried up peanut butter. Like a motherfucker just took a butter knife, peanut butter, put it on their foot. The Yeezy Uglies. Let me see, what are these ugly ass shits? These shits is 400, man. 400 for these ugly ass shits. Motherfuckers is working at McDonald's making 200 and change a week so they could buy a pair of Yeezys. You fucking idiots, man. Shit's ugh. Yeah, but they still sparse with the hours because they up the shit. Yo, these shits is the peanut butter 11s, B. Peanut butter 11s, B. This the Jiffies, B. Ugly ass shit. Motherfucker really walk around with that shit thinking they fresh to death, bro. Get some pussy and some chancletas, man. Show you got real game. Real game. Come out with some slash. Silly ass motherfuckers, man. Shit ugly. I'm just ugly. When I'm just ugly. It's the peanut butter 11s, B. And motherfuckers will really buy them shits too and swear by them. Motherfucker, you just don't want to admit. Yeezy got your dumb ass. He got you. He got you. He got you to buy them shits. It's a sucker born every day. It is a sucker born every day. Are they made of gold? No, rumor has it that this is actually Yeezy's feces, and then they bleach it and harden it with a chemical compound and wrap it around your foot. Shit's ugly. Fuck, shit's ugly. Shit's is ugly. Shout out to my man Boxing Beats and Rhymes. Hey! Those is the Jiffy 11s, B. Peanut butter, everything. Everything. Ugly ass shits. If that's what fashion has come to, then call me a square. Because you ain't going to catch me with these ugly ass shits. Mejor con la chancleta de un samurai, mejor que esa vaina. Shit is ugly. Ugly. But yeah, man. Qué vaina más fea es esa, man. Esa vaina está feísima, niño. So, you know, I wonder about this fight and whether or not we're going to get it. Anthony Yarde is a very strong puncher. I know that he doesn't have world-class defense per se or world-class technique, but I do believe that he has world-class power. I do believe that he could hurt Artur if he gets through. The question is, will he? You know, and what's he got to keep Artur off of him? But it would be a terrible situation if Artur loses this fight, because I don't believe for a second that Frank Warren would give Dimitri access to Anthony in that situation. I don't believe he would. He has no reason to make that fight. He's not going to want to do it. You know, so I'm going to open up the chat to the panel, and we're going to get it in. And yeah, man, they was attacking the homie Sulem. They was literally attacking her for saying some shit that don't got nothing to do with it. Don't got nothing to do with what the fuck they talking about. She's literally talking about the movie. But motherfuckers naturally made it about theyself, and ain't nobody thinking about you, fam. Nobody. The people in your house are not thinking about you, let alone the people on the internet. You know what I mean? Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my goodness.
Hi.
Those man, bro, those shoot.
Dude, I
Bro,
want to throw up after looking at those snakes. I want to throw up. I'm sick.
Fucking
I'm sick.
nah,
Bro,
but I
those
thought I was exaggerating when I said them shits is ugly. I
was
told
sick
you
in my
that's the
fucking
ugliest shit I've
stomach.
ever seen.
I
Bro,
feel
them, them shoes look how poverty feels, man. Like, bro, holy
PB11s
shit.
are like whack, dude. They
Who
look
in the
like-
right
they look
mind
like-
would pay $400 for
Listen,
that
B,
shit?
if a stomach cramp was a shoe, that's what that shit would be.
Oh God.
Yo, bro.
Yo, you
Kanye
kill
has
me.
been- Yo,
No,
listen.
I literally feel ill. I feel sick after
Bro,
looking at
Kanye,
those.
bro.
yo, listen. Kanye has been finessing people to buy carpets, right? To buy Crocs, like those, right? And to buy Skechers
Bro.
to make that shit his own.
Jules, you playing when you said those for $400, right?
No, they're more than that,
They
bro.
400, bro.
If
Oh
I
my
check
God.
right now, if
Who the
you
hell would
scroll
pay
down-
$400 for some shit like that?
if
That's
you
what I'm
scroll-
saying. Like, you know what this shit is? I firmly believe that every era that I've ever lived in, there was always a overpriced status symbol. When I was very young and I was in high school, the status symbol was Parasucos and Iceberg. And Iceberg wasn't nothing but a $100 t-shirt, bro, with cartoon characters on it. But motherfuckers would buy it. Motherfuckers would buy it because they just want people to know, oh, I could afford Iceberg.
Yo, I
Nah,
think they're still selling
wow.
that 1/5.
Bro, they look like how spam tastes, man.
Bro,
Remember Fat Form?
let me show them to Alejandro. Alejandro, what you think about these shits, bro?
God, no,
Tell me
not
what you
again.
think.
Oh,
I think they are the most
Oh.
beautiful shoes I ever seen. Like, I'm really thinking to buy a pair of those.
¿Tú sabes lo que es eso, manín? Ese es la quijada de Miguel Berchelt. That's
Es
a
la
chin,
quejada
bro.
y por lo que vimos también la de Chon Cepeda. Bueno, no, es que la verdad, bro,
Bro, they look like a. They
Race
look
progress hits fucking hard. You know, like Cepeda couldn't take it anymore. Well, Cepeda is like, he loves to block punches with his face, like most Mexican
Alejandro,
fighters.
dame tu opinión, porque, you know, I want to get your take on this. Do you think
Okay.
Teofimo le aguanta puño de Regis Progress?
No.
Oh my god. I think he doesn't you know, he won't take Progress power, so he will get very defensive against Progress, and that will maybe cost him the fight, you know, because I think Progress is gonna be undisputed by late 2023.
I don't see a lot of guys that beat him. I don't think he's going to be undisputed because of the politics. Personally, I don't think he's going to be undisputed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Pero he could be unified because no matter where he goes, if he goes to Top Rank, there's at least one other belt over there. If he goes to the PBC, there are 2 other belts over there. So, irrespective, now if he goes to Matchroom, then all right, he's not unifying anything because there are no belts.
Jules, do you see the PPC allowing him access? I don't.
I mean, like, he would have to enter into a multi-fight deal, bro. You know how it works. But if he does, like I said, and I said it in the video, if he were to enter into a multi-fight deal, okay, it's going to probably be a year per unification match.
Oh fuck! Oh Jesus!
If that, they
Either
have
that
The program ain't getting no young. He ain't getting no younger. So
Either that, or
he's
they're
33.
going to handicap him and make him wear a pair of those shoes in the ring when he fights.
Probably should. But yeah, you know, I made a post. I just wanted to do, you know, remind everybody that, you know, I made a post about Canelo, la vaina con Messi, que hay una guerra México con Argentina. And you know, Sulem was like, no, la guerra de Wakanda y Mexico, because she had just seen the movie. She literally went to the movie and she saw it, and we was talking about it before I even made that post. And everybody out the clear blue sky started attacking her. And I'm like, wait a minute, somebody got to be behind this, because this shit don't make. I don't normally talk to a lot of you motherfuckers. How are you even seeing this post?
What I gotta say about that, Julius, is Mexico and Argentina have always had like this kind of rivalry because both countries have like very tienen gente muy nacionalista, demasiado. De hecho, Brazil doesn't get a lot in the conversation because of por la barrera del idioma. Pero si Brasil hablara en español, believe me that Mexicans, Argentina, and Brazil will be like fighting all time, but Brazil has like the language barrier. But Argentina and Mexico are always getting like in debates and who is better. For me, I think like Argentina is a little bit better because the women there are like more beautiful than Mexican women, but like that's only my opinion.
Pero es que you see the battlefield for them that Argentina's got a very, they're very good at soccer, they're very good at that, or football, como se dice en el mundo, fútbol.
Yeah.
Ajá, they're very good at soccer, y el mexicano is exceptional en el boxeo. So ellos tienen su batallan because they have their battleground, whether it's the football field or the boxing ring. But ella hizo un post porque ella vio esa película, la película de Wakanda. Ella vio la película y ella dijo, no, en México con Wakanda, porque they turned Namor. For those that don't know, in Marvel, Namor is not Mexican.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
They did that for the movie. He's not. Ryan Coogler.
Namor originally he was like from.
Did you see it? Did you see it?
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard a lot of good things, so I'm gonna watch it.
Okay.
I heard mostly good things, so I'm gonna watch it. Pero vamos a ver.
Julius, I have to say something about Wakanda Forever. I have a Panamanian friend that he's an actor. He actually was my roomie like 6 months ago, and he's very good friends with Tenoch Huerta, the Namor. With Namor, yes.
Me gusta.
Yeah, and I have a lot of, like I make 3D animation. I'm very inside of the cinema world of Mexico, so I have a lot of close friends that know Tenoch Huerta, and they say like he's a very cool guy. But like acting wise, I don't know if he's like the best Mexican actor out there, but he's really good. He's really good.
He has presence. When you see him, you want to see what's going to happen in the rest of the scene because he has a lot of presence. The actor, he's a very good actor, and I still want to see it. Pero lo que la gente no está entendiendo es que, lo que no me gusta es que en haciendo eso, it causes tension, at least in this country, where we don't need more tension. Y tú lo que estás haciendo es cogiendo algo from real life and you're expanding upon it, which is then creating more problems. Porque la gente se están ofendiendo ahora que, ven acá, el mexicano no se deja, nunca.
Now, I want to say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Now, Alejandro, I actually like women from Uruguay more. I think they're even prettier. Now, secondly, Twitter has a weird way of linking people towards posts that they find objectionable and posts that they find like are very like mad about. They know how to get people pissed off. It's not bringing people together.
If you noticed in that post, so when I saw that, I clicked on some other people's reactions, and what's ironic is that people were saying about how they were offended, how it was out of pocket, how she was like low-key racist, but then a majority of the responses like had derogatory things like that would be connected to Hispanics if it had to do with food or if it had to do with like way of living. So I just found it completely ironic that you're acting this fake outrage about something that not even really about you, but yet your retort is to actually then act racist. So for me, it was just like insane the fact that you're gonna act like
I've seen a lot of posts that kind of devolve into that, like kind of making fun of Mexicans and their skin colors, the mestizo and all that stuff. They have that African heritage, and it gets really racist.
También, déjame decir esto, porque también la otra cosa es que esas son gente que están inseguras y ellos quieren hacer subjecto que se trate de ellos. When in reality, we were talking about a movie, you fucking idiot. That place doesn't exist.
But you do understand that people are going to find a way that no matter what, if they can feel victimized by it, they're going to. It makes them feel wonderful.
That's Twitter, bro.
Can I ask you something? A lot of these people, they live vicariously through movies and fighters and this and that. And if anything, the least little bit of criticism towards what they are vicariously living through, they take it as a personal attack to them.
Country, but you know what it wasn't. It literally like a criticism.
Right, it didn't have to be. It's just the fact that you were saying something that they didn't like that affected them. I know it wasn't you weren't saying nothing, but
no, it wasn't even me. It's not my post. Like, it's my post, but somebody said something, and I'm like, yo, did you realize that there's not a derogatory anything in there at all?
As a member of the Latverian community, I'm cousins with Dr. Doom. I'm very offended.
Right?
As a proud Latverian, I won't stand here for this slander of the Wakandan people. Okay, just because you don't know anyone personally doesn't mean you can discredit the Wakandans and all that they've accomplished in the fictional universe of Marvel. Okay. Wakanda actually has a pay-per-view coming up. It's Jarmeli Charlolo versus Errol Spence. So Spence.
This shit is crazy. And what kills me is I got, I was talking to According to Box in the post, and he gets it that, we're talking about the movie, right? The actual movie that's in theaters now with the actors. We were talking about the movie. Or at least, and I let him know that, what this person was referencing, they were referencing the movie. So where you want to come over here and virtue signal, you fucking boxing Karens, nobody is talking about what you're talking about. Furthermore, I don't talk to none of you bum motherfuckers. How the fuck you sitting here thinking this shit is about you? Are you that delusional?
Julius, I have a question. Do you think this has something to do with Coach Malachi?
Oh yeah, just
Coach Malachi did trademark Wakandans.
Yeah, that's what they were.
No, I'm gonna say this. Look, he did, but this is the disconnect in American society today, right? You can interpret something the wrong way, right? Because that's just you. That doesn't make what you're doing right.
Yeah.
Attacking someone because of how you interpreted something, that doesn't make it right. That person has no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, because for what I remember, Coach Malachi has been hurting a lot of these guys' feelings because he hit it on the spot. These Wakanda people, who he likes to call these guys, they believe things that are not real. Wakanda's not a real place.
It's not
a real. It's not.
That's not true, Leo. I was there yesterday.
Next thing you're gonna tell me my home country of Latveria is not
I was planning a trip there next summer.
Hateful.
Damn.
Well, what's next? The Easter Bunny's not real?
I have a plane ticket. Leo, why do you have to destroy that dream, man?
Leo, the thing.
I just bought a fucking timeshare there, Leo.
Next thing you're gonna man. What the hell?
Wait.
Leo,
the thing is, though,
shut the fuck up. Leo, you're telling me that place isn't real. I just bought a timeshare there.
But wait, I thought Black Panther was like a documentary, man.
Bro, I thought that was a biopic.
Yeah, man. If that place ain't real, that screws it up. I wanted to get in on that timeshare too.
Julius, I know you bought vibranium sketchers. They're not gonna come out in your mail.
Man, next thing you guys are gonna tell me is that Jamal Charlo isn't undisputed. What the hell?
Undisputed. He's undisputed at 160, 160, 175.
To address the Canelo thing.
Wakanda pet project, man.
All right, to address the Canelo thing, I firmly believe that when Canelo made all those posts, he was drunk. He was drunk.
How dare he?
He's not the
He's probably drunk because he couldn't knock out Triple G like he wanted.
Let's be honest.
Come, fellas. Go ahead, Alejandro.
Yeah, it's not like the first time that Canelo says stupid shit being drunk. Like 1 year ago, él amenazó a David Faitelson en Twitter y estaba borracho. He was drunk too. Like he got in
la manera que él se está comportando, yo veo que when he made all that shit about Messi, he was drunk, bro. He was drunk. Porque así que, if you go to a party, bro, it's always that guy. He gets drunk, and it's like, bro, go get laid, bro. What are you doing?
The aggressive drunk.
Yeah, like what are you doing? You're ruining
they ruin the party,
bro.
They ruin the
like Canelo gets all Teofimo Senior when he's drunk,
Yeah. Speaking of Teo, let's get it out. We got to get it out, fellas. Got to get it out. Got to get the post up.
Get the post up. Get the post up.
You already know. You already did it.
Bro,
blood like power, bro.
He looked like he just figured out he was going to go to Disneyland. Like he don't want a trip. Look at his face. We're going to Disneyland.
You know what he looks like? He looks like he just figured out that he's not the father.
Bro, you know what it is? He puts on that suit, his blood alcohol level shoots right the fuck up, bro. It's like
jokes aside, I feel like Teofimo Senior when he gets drunk, he just passes out. He just goes 0 to passed out.
Yeah, he screams. He'll scream before he passes out. They're like, "Fuck him up!"
Yeah, he'll say something like "Listos pelos chingazos" and go to bed. You know.
Yo, does he even speak Spanish?
I don't
you look
think
at this and
I don't even know.
I feel bad.
Sí habla español. Teofimo Senior speaks Spanish totally because he was born in Honduras y vivió muchos años ahí. Habla perfectamente español. Lo he visto en varias entrevistas.
Pero ¿y Teofimo? ¿Él habla español?
Teofimo Junior sí, pero lo habla más o menos como Robert Guerrero, como Bam Rodríguez, ¿no? Like, hola,
como Ryan García.
Yo estoy orgulloso de mis raíces latinas. Así habla.
Estoy orgulloso de mis raíces latinas. Mustos listos para los chingazos.
Hey, Jules, I swear to God, man, I look at this picture. This shit belongs in like a museum, man. Like, I've never seen such a dichotomy between someone who's about to cry and someone who's about to get laid. Like, bruh, goddamn, this is it's Van Gogh. It's practically Van Gogh.
Somebody need to frame this shit and put it in a museum, like for real.
It's Orwellian, is what it is.
Jeez, man, like it's beautiful, man.
I feel bad for Teofimo, man. I just feel bad for him.
Well, see, you know, and it disturbed me. I'm gonna say this: the level of toxicity in that post disturbed me because of how comfortable people were attacking somebody that didn't do nothing to them. And even when I made it clear that at least 2 or 3 people on there that this person was talking about the movie, right? They still in their shit. They don't want to apologize. Like, wow. You should apologize. Didn't I just tell you that they're not talking about what you're talking about? Didn't I just tell you that?
In the last 5 years, I've never seen someone apologize for a fuck up. Be this on Twitter, be this in person. People refuse to accept that they can make a mistake.
Because I say, and I maintain this, for all this bullshit that people say online, I walk around, I don't get none of that. None of that. And I ain't Rambo neither, by the way. I'm not Rambo, but I'm just saying, all that extra shit y'all be on, I know y'all don't talk to people like that. I know you ain't walking around. Because motherfucker blow your noodles out your head real fucking fast. If you behave the way you do online in real life, motherfucking, man, all your thoughts is
you'd have caught a hot one a long time ago. You'd have caught a hot one a long time ago.
All the shit you be thinking to be right on somebody's windshield, like so many cans of Chef Boyardee.
Jules, the only time they will ever talk like this in real life is in the shower with hot noise going, so this way no one can hear them. Because realistically, people have died for a lot less.
Yo, I'm telling you, and I'm just saying that shit because I'm like, yo, all this extra bullshit. You know what it is? You get herbed wherever you be at, and you have a lot of pent up frustration. You're not happy like me. You wake up happy, or more or less, you don't wake up angry. You know, you wake up even mood, even tempered, whereas you miserable motherfuckers, you need the internet to act like a jackass because your life sucks, you know? Dick dry, can't get
I think you like all these people, like, it's like very angry on the internet, should get a girlfriend, you know, or a wife or something, because have you ever seen this movie, great Brazilian movie, Ciudad de Dios?
Yo no he visto esa película todavía. Everybody tells me about that movie, bro.
For me, it's the best Latin American movie of all time. Pero hay una escena donde there's this character that is called C. Pequeño, that he's very angry with people and very angry with the world, and he kills everybody that he's not in favor of him, you know? And
do they have a version with English subtitles?
Yeah, they do. They do.
And it's a great movie. It's a great movie. But there's this character called C. Pequeño that he hates everybody and kills everybody. And there's another character that is called Bene, that he's like a happy and super social man. And he tells him, you know, C. Pequeño, you should get a girlfriend, bro. Like you really have a problem with the world, man.
La verdad es, mira, yo voy a decir esto. Esa gente que se comportan así en el internet, esas son gente que están miserables porque eso no son carajitos, eso no son muchachitos. Those are not children that are behaving that way. Those are adults in their 40s behaving that way.
Yeah,
and that tells me all I need to know.
Alejandro, Jules, I have a reason why. This is a saying in, I think, maybe multiple cultures, but in Ukraine we have a saying. It's like when you don't have your own problems, you have to make stuff up. You have to make your own problems up.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. You live. These guys, like, no man who has gone through strife or hardship will ever talk mad shit online because there's no point in it.
No point.
There's no point in it. So
all you can do is laugh. Like what I like to do is I like to just be an asshole, not a mean asshole, but like an asshole in the sense that like you could tell I'm not taking the conversation seriously. That I'm just going to laugh and say a lot of stupid shit. Like the dude brought up Canelo's pads, and I'm like, yeah, man, use more. Fuck it.
Honestly,
Steroids. Fuck that shit. Boxing on steroids, that's the best. Fuck it. I don't give a shit.
I'm an
Hey, Jules,
advocate that all
can I
sports
add
should have
something right
steroids.
quick? Can I add something right quick?
Go ahead.
I mean, it's like what you said. How like most like 100% of the time these trolls won't do nothing. Because I remember a story not that long ago. There was a boxer, right? It actually made the news. I don't remember the guy's name, but he had just lost the fight, and there was some troll online who was attacking him. So I guess this dude must have really hit a nerve with him because he offered like anybody $5,000 to like tell him this guy's whereabouts, and he found out and he went to go see this guy. Bitch mode immediately, and then they both went on the news. The guy apologized, all this kind of stuff, and it's like, what? That's 90 to 95% of these idiots.
Put it this way:
yeah.
if you're clever and you just think 10 steps ahead or 100 steps ahead, if the people that you talk to like that, if they found you and they blew your noodles out your head, right? It wouldn't even be worth it because of who you are in real life.
Yes.
Nobody. You're not worth the magazines, bro. Like, well, really, though, like
again, you have to put on this in their case. You have to put on this internet persona because in reality, you are nobody. Like
they're playing characters. They're playing characters.
You have to, like I said, when you have nothing to when you have no problems, no strife in your own life, you have to make this imaginary world up where you're this thug, this badass. Because otherwise, your life has no value, no meaning, no nothing.
Or it's not just that. It's that it's kind of like a conversation that we had a couple of lives ago that I said, your life is your own responsibility. Where you are right now, literally right now, it's your own responsibility. And what I notice in America that perhaps is not that way in other countries is people don't understand that. No one on this planet owes you anything. You don't get it? If you want to be rich, you have to do it. If you want to eat, you have to do it. Yep. If you want to dress nice, you have to do it. If you want to be in shape, everything.
You're responsible for your own shit, and that's the end of the story right there.
If you're responsible for all these things, guess what? You're miserable. You're responsible for that too.
I have said this before, and this is honestly this occurs in America of all places. I never had this issue when I was in Europe, and it's just people have too much luxury here. You have have luxury. You have time to.
You're right. I say that all the time. And then a lot of people take it for granted.
It's just you have luxury. You have the luxury of an indoor plumbing system. You have the luxury of just wasting time on menial, pointless shit. When in reality.
To think of things to be mad at.
Exactly. Exactly. You can afford to get pissed off about what someone said 10 years ago, and because you don't have to grow your own food. When I had to grow my own food, I could give a shit what my neighbor said about me. Fuck him.
For real. That means my pops dropped a gem on me, y'all, when I was young. When I was a kid, he said, "Son, life is all about choices. Never gonna forget that." Every morning when I wake up, like I want breakfast. Well, I've got to cook it to go get some because nobody's going to do it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's a jewel. Like I think it's a jewel more for men than anyone else. Once you understand, when you fully understand that it's all on you, whatever's happening right now, whether you're happy or you're unhappy or you're unsettled or you're miserable, whatever's going on right now, it is all on you. Now, these miserable motherfuckers, and what I have noticed, which is why I brought that up, these miserable motherfuckers got an excuse for everything, and that is literally how their mind works. Like if we talk about Benavidez, for example, they make him out to be a victim. You're not a victim of anything, bro. You're just irrelevant. You know, the fighter and his team that are responsible for him, you haven't done anything. It's not that you haven't had chances. You have had chances. There are other fighters that at least, at minimum, even though they were irrelevant, like Caleb Plant, they held their position. They still maintained their position. Billy Joe Saunders held his position.
This is why I have no sympathy for Andre. You could have been in a position for Canelo by now. John Ryder's going to get a Canelo paycheck because your dumbass didn't want it.
When you have an excuse kind of mind, like the older I get, the more I realize people tell you how their mind works all the time in everything they say. And if you have an excuse kind of mind, that's when you're going to come up with the kind of arguments that we all laugh at here. That like, fam, there's no excuse for Canelo to have come along years after you, unified your division for you, and you still haven't fought anybody? And you think I'm going to give a fuck about him? You think Alejandro's going to give a fuck about him? You think Julio going? No, nobody. If Canelo fights him, cool. If he don't, he don't. But he ain't nothing special, you know. And when you have an excuse kind of mind, that explains those arguments. That explains why you think that, oh, this guy's entitled to this guy's entitled to that. You know why you think that? Because that's how your dumbass mind works. You don't understand. Nobody knows shit.
There's this another thing that happened like 3 years ago, Julius. I don't know how true it was, how real it was, but I heard that Benavides Duckett planned first. Like he was offered a fight with plan, but he didn't want it. I'm not saying that Benavides was.
Eso es la verdad. Es Manin. Eso es la verdad. Samson, el alemán or whatever the fuck he is, verdad.
It has to marinate. You have to marinate the fight.
In 2019. Caleb beats Uskateki immediately after he wins the IBF, and it's on his Instagram. Go to the post from 2019. Just go to all of them, right? He starts calling out David. He wants to unify. David has the WBC. I have the IBF. I want to unify. He starts advocating for it. Samson says, no, we want to wait. We want to do it 2 fights from now. No. He says it outright. He says it in English. And it's to the point where you could show this to these guys and they'll keep arguing because you know what? It's a bitch in you, bro. It's a bitch in there. The people that raised you, right? They raised you to think like a bitch and act like a bitch. He responsible for what's going on in his career, B. If you want shit to happen, shit happens. If you don't want shit to happen, then shit don't happen. It's you leaving it to other people. All right, that's your fault. That's still you, bro.
The only thing in life that you are guaranteed and entitled to is death and taxes. That's it.
You think Danny Jacobs took his career into his own hands. I bring it up all the time. He decided, I want that zone money. And doing that got him the Canelo fight. Doing that. Now, you goofy motherfuckers sat over there thinking, yes, nobody on this planet, nobody in this subsect of sports, except probably your mother, think you special. You just another fighter. You know who's special? Usyk. He's special. Inui. He's special. My man Ioka. He's special. Those are special.
Choco special.
Choco's special, all right?
How do you expect to get these stars to come to you, right? If you have cock blockers such as Samson Lukowitz and Al Heyman.
You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. It's because they believe this vocal minority has actual sway. This vocal minority that doesn't actually support the sport of boxing.
I was going to say that they see the metrics on social media, which can be they can be deceiving. That you could get a lot of interaction for a post or a lot of interaction for a video, where the platform and the content is essentially free. And you're telling yourself, oh, well, these are potential dollars. Not with these motherfuckers. No. Wilder just fought. Not even 100,000 buys. Wilder just fought. Andy if y'all fuck with PBC, and I say it all the time, it's deceptive because it's a vocal subsect. It's not a lot of y'all. How I know? Wilder couldn't crack 100,000.
Now that you're talking about fighters ducking other fighters, Julius, like what happened recently that Pitbull Cruz ducked Shakur Stevenson. There were a lot of people, especially Mexican people, defending Pitbull. Like, bro, I don't know why they defend that shit because, like, the same Mexican people that attacks on Canelo when he doesn't take the fight with all the fighters they want, they defend Pitbull Cruz, they defend Zurdo Ramirez, they used to defend Berchel when he looked at Tevin Farmer and when he looked at Jamel Herring. Like, I'm kind of tired of my Mexican countrymen defending mediocre fighters and giving their back to good fighters like Canelo. Like Canelo is trying to change, and trying to update this Mexican style that is starting to get old, bro. And like I say to some people, like talking boxing, Floyd Mayweather, bro, dismantled all Mexican style because Mexican style was outdated, and Canelo is the only Mexican fighter right now that is trying to update that style. The last one was Finito Lopez, but that was 25 years ago. So I hope that more people support this updated Mexican style. Like Bam Rodriguez has this updated Mexican style. Like more people support this style that they call them boring or whatever, but it's effective, bro. It's like even with boxers like Pitbull Cruz or like Zurdo Ramirez.
I would throw Lindolfo Ramirez in.
You know what's interesting, Alejandro? I saw an interview from Canelo. It's like he said he doesn't believe in Mexican style, and it's like it kind of reminds me of the philosophy of Bruce Lee. It's just be water, adapt to a style that benefits you.
Yeah,
well, really, it's a throwback style. Like Mexico already had slick fighters.
I'll say this. Let me say this much. They defend Isaac Cruz the way that these idiots defend Jermall Charlo. You know what I mean? It's the same underlying principle. And I always say the same thing. I don't give a fuck what you have in common with him. What the fuck does that have to do with me? It has nothing to do with me, bro. You could have sat next to him in fucking English class. I don't give two furry fucking flamingo-shaped fucks about who you are. I don't care about you because you're making this about you. Fuck you. I don't care about you. And that's what happens with this whole shit. The guys that got to make excuses for Isaac, bro. I don't give a shit if you from the same block as him, all right? He ducked Ryan. That's all I know. He ducked Ryan.
He doesn't want to flex your core because he gets dog walked.
All right? When it come to motherfucking Charlo, bro, you ducked everything, bro. You ducked Danny. You ducked Andre. You ducked everything. You even ducked Canelo, but they keep giving you a pass for it. Motherfucker, I don't believe shit you say, all right? I believe your sparring partner. Because he said it. He got it from your brother. And I seen the video where your brother, he basically said it. I'm 154, Charlo. I would never turn down a Canelo fight. I know what the fuck he was talking about. But they make excuses for it. And it's the same shit with Isaac. That nationalism shit, that shit don't mean shit to me, bro. It don't. So if you on that shit, you better take that shit somewhere else because I don't want to hear it. I don't give a fuck about you, your block, I don't care. That shit is your shit. Nobody in here cares about that shit.
But sometimes, Julius, like boxing schools need the reality checks because I was reading people saying like Chon Cepeda was going to destroy Prograis because he was like a warrior. But like Prograis is he was a superior boxer, and like sometimes like me as a Mexican like Mexican boxing needed that reality check that we are having like loss after loss after loss after loss because this thinking of that only because you're Mexican you're going to be a good fighter like it's stupid and it's retarded thinking that way. Like great fighters come in all colors and all packages and all nationalities. Like there are good fighters all around the world, bro.
El orgullo en el mundo del deporte. It's a necessary component because it's what sells tickets. It's what sells jerseys. Y eso está bien. Pero if you see me, just stay away from me. All right? Just assume that I'm the biggest asshole on the planet and leave me the fuck alone. Because what I'm going to tell you is I don't care about your block. I don't give a fuck about your city. I don't give a fuck about your state. I don't care about none of that. What I'm saying don't have shit to do with you. And what you're trying to do is make this about you, and I'm here to talk about the fighters, not you, you dumb fuck.
You try to leave them alone, but they just won't leave you alone.
It's literally what it is. It's literally because I'm like, yo, the people in that post, for example, that's attacking that fighter. I'm like, bro, who the fuck even be talking to y'all cats, man? Outraged this. What are you outraged? You from Wakanda? Nah, right? You ain't. Wakanda don't exist, right? So what the fuck then?
They had their opportunity because not many people talk to them.
Need to get off my goddamn dick. One of these days, Jules is going to take the velvet gloves off, and I will pray for these idiots that do it. Never play. Man, I'll be chilling, man. Trust me. Saludos to Julius in my god country. Jules, you don't think if Canelo fought the way he did against Jacobs that he could beat Bivol? You know that's what I was expecting him to do? But I expected him to be busier with his combinations. I said, I don't think he can hurt Bivol. I really don't think he can knock him out either. But maybe he can appear busier, just appear busier, and maybe you could win the rounds doing that. That's what I was expecting him to do.
Nope.
Hey, Jules, Ben Adams says Adam Azim is going to be a special fighter. Do you think that?
Those eggs need more bacon.
There
were people saying that about Josh Kelly, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, fuck.
They were, bro. They were saying that.
Well, David killed that shit.
Can I say something? Look,
ahead, Leo.
there is a concern about some fanboys, to take care of some of the favorite fighters' interests. Take, for example, Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo has no market value whatsoever. So if he goes out of the PBC, he maybe gets one or two good fights, and maybe after that he gets released from the PBC, and nobody will make any deals with Charlo. Only lowball deals like they made with Andre or Terence Crawford. But this is the difference. If you do that, if you go to another promotional company, you get a couple meals and then you get kicked to the curb, and we're like, okay, but as I still got a fight. Maybe, for example, Jermall Charlo goes to Matchmaking to get a Bivol fight, and he gets 5 million. At least you got 5 million. Terence Crawford left ESPN Top Rank to try to get an Errol Spence Jr. fight with no guarantee, nothing. And I was like, okay, I cannot expect this guy to take the deal. But if you did, and before the BLK deal, this fight, this 10 million fight, it was like, okay, you're not gonna get any money if you don't take this deal. Thank God for Terence Crawford, he got $10 million to fight a tune-up.
Look,
let me finish. Let me finish this. But if Terence Crawford make that fight happen, I cannot complain. I was asking from him from a boxing perspective. So I'm not gonna take care. I'm not gonna be worried about his interest, because at the end of the day, I want to fight. I don't think I'm going to get the fight with Errol Spence. No, that fight is dead. But in the case that fight happens, all right, because that's what I wanted. You motherfuckers, you don't want to fight.
And I mean, look. When it comes to Spence and Crawford, look. Here's reality, bro. Just in a general sense, right? If they announce it, I'm not really gonna be excited. What I feel, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Whatever, right? That dude is done, bros. I feel like Spence is done. It's not really the best versus the best anymore. Like it's not what it was in 2018. I've said that many times. Like, no, bro. Like, you landed on your face after being ejected from a car. I got hit by a car before, and I still have the injury. I still have it. Got hit when I was 12. I could pop my ankle now because of that shit. Right? So I know you're fucked up. I know you are. You landed on your face. I know you're fucked up. He's not the same fighter that he was. Two, you don't live like a fighter. You a fucking junkie, bro.
The signs
drunk
were there,
and alcoholic.
The signs were there. Tim Smith said it's not going to make money because of piracy. Floyd said that the fight's not happening without me. Al Heyman lobbied for Keith Thurman to move up ahead of Virgil Ortiz, and now the WBA double ins.
You don't gotta be fucking Kojak to put this shit together. Like, you really don't. Like, just Virtuoso just said it all. Last year, they moved we all knew that was Crawford's final fight under Top Rank last year, right? What do they try to do? A fucking Ugas fight. Like, of course, bro, of course. Y'all held off on, like, he's under orders to fight Stanionis, so let his ass go fight Stanionis and let's get this Crawford fight on. Nah, you moved to do Ugas. And what did you want to do after Ugas? You wanted to feed Spence to Canelo, bro.
Yep.
You didn't start talking to Crawford until May.
After
They were
beating
going to
Barrio,
make
he
Spence
said,
the sacrificial lamb.
yeah. Keith Thurman, after beating Barrio, he said, hey, you never know. This may be a title eliminator. And lo and behold.
Hello.
Motherfuckers knew what it was.
Boy was right.
This fight, like, you know, the other thing is, if not for covering the news, because, well, yeah, that's what I do. I talk about the stories that are in the news. But if not for I really don't care.
The sizzle is going. It's going.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's like, come on, be like, this is not even Bo versus Lewis. It's not that big a deal. It's not literal. No, it's not. It's not on the scale of that. This is not Bo versus Lewis. This is small.
You see, Jules, this is another case of just the vocal minority making people believe that it's big. This is not the biggest fight in boxing as they make it out to be.
It's not even the second biggest. You know what the second biggest fight in boxing is? Maybe Ryan and Javante.
Yep.
But here's the point I'm trying to get at. With all of this in mind, you listen to these people of such vitriol, such vehemence at the prospect of like all this occurring, and I'm just thinking to myself, Spence's career is like 90% done.
Yep.
Realistically speaking, he's not going to move up. He's definitely not going to beat Charlo. I wouldn't give that man a single percentage against Charlo. And it's just like, I listen, like this is all I've been doing for like the last 4 years. I've only been vocal for like the last couple of months, but realistically, like this has been slowing up the welterweight division for a while, and it's just very sad because this is the premier glamour weight.
It was. It's not that anymore. Like, look, my weights that I love fly. I love super fly. I love bantam. Super bantam. When Fulton leaves, it'll be a good division again when he leaves, because the
140 is getting pretty hot too. You know.
Exactly. 140 is a hot division. My man Regis Prograde just became a 2-time super lightweight champion. I'm very happy because I know he's willing to fight people, and I know that wherever he goes, he's willing to fight people, and that's what's important.
Prograde's a throwback. He's a throwback.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't care. Like, the shit with Crawford and Spence, like, if not for covering the news, I don't care about that shit.
That entire fight is just an argument of could have been, should have been.
Let me ask you a question, Julius.
Good.
Of all these guys that people like to talk, maybe not so popular guys, PBC fighters, that they like to talk about these guys like they're elite, they're A level.
Mm-hmm.
Think about all of these guys. Who of all of these guys you give a good chance to crossing over to another promotional company and making something?
Honestly,
second verse, same as the first, probably none.
Subriel Matias, maybe.
Honestly, I want to really think about it, because I just want to go through the weight classes to think about it. Nobody.
Not even Subriel.
No.
What are you saying is true, bro? Because there are a lot of people saying that Subriel Matias is going to beat Progress, but like he has this fight with Jeremias Ponce, and Jeremias Ponce is no joke, bro.
He's he's not. He's good. He's good.
But Alejandro, I just saw his video recently.
Argentina,
one
at a time, fam. One at a time. Let him finish.
Subriel has.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Alejandro, then Julio, then Virtuoso.
Sorry. Jeremias Ponce is big for the weight class, and he hits hard. You know, like he's no joke.
El argentino también. Tipo da duro. Go ahead, Julio.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is true. I do rate Ponce, but Subriel has stopped or murdered his last couple of opponents, so you can't doubt that type of that.
It's a fair point. The guy hits hard, man. He does though. Like he really does hit that hard. But I believe that he can be outboxed, and that's my thing.
Yeah, to clarify my point before, all these guys can cross the street to match or top rank and get their ass beat.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a
exactly what I see.
If Terrence Crawford went to PBC to try to make a fight with Errol Spence to get no guarantee, I don't feel sorry for any of you guys getting left of the call after you get beat. But all these other animals.
Hey,
No,
Leo.
I don't feel-
Sorry for
no,
cutting you
I
off.
don't feel sorry because all these guys, they think of, they have to bail for their interests. What happens after the fight? I don't fucking care about these guys.
Yeah, their career is about not boxing. If I had to put it in a sentence, their careers are centered around the idea of not boxing and beyond boxing, not actual boxing, which is why many of them, like Keith Thurman does not have you're not a Hall of Famer because you unified 2 titles, bro. Do you know how many fucking people did that? Literally people that and now there's plenty of unified champions. You were not Ring Magazine when you did that. You were not Lineal when you did that. You didn't know.
No,
none of that.
I mean, Jules, can I add something real quick?
Go ahead.
Like, okay, I've noticed. Most PBC fighters is like they seem to live off their false reputations of what fans think they are. Like their fans think they're all great, and they know this, and they just tend to live off that and not fight.
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
Don't forget the
manufactured hype. That's David Benavidez.
Yeah.
Don't forget the sparring sessions.
Oh my God. I got it. Oh my God. Don't even get me talking that.
All of this really does tie into a point that Julius made earlier, and it's just like this is American, to an extent, American xenophobia. But my issue with this is you have an American talent in the form of Crawford. Like, he is the best American fighter you have right now.
But you know what?
By far.
He behaves opposite the American way. The American way has literally become fake it till you make it. Crawford is a throwback fighter. He don't talk a lot, but he get the job done. You know who else was like that? George fucking Foreman. You know who else was like that? Sonny fucking Liston. You know who else was like that? Joe Frazier. He didn't say a lot. He didn't say, these motherfuckers was not big talkers. The majority of fighters back in the day, they wasn't big talkers. That's why Ali stood out.
But what's one thing all those guys did? What's one thing all those guys did besides talking?
They talked about the spawn session.
Thank you.
Tommy Hearn, one of the most decorated world champions in boxing history, never talked that much shit.
I mean,
even like this, the idea, all this shit, and it's like we always come back to this because he was that influential, and it's Floyd.
Who's taking a shower in the background? Oh.
No, that's me. I'm making coffee. They think that the only way to be successful or to be remembered in boxing is Floyd. They think that that's literally like that. Like that's it. And it's like, yo, look, Crawford is not a talker, but back in the day, he'll fit right in. He's the only one who would fit right in. He don't say a lot. He just fuck you up and go home.
Even Pretty Boy Floyd during his beginning
what's
career was
interesting
not
about
that
that?
talkative.
Well, even like Floyd's reputation of being a moneymaker, like they're angry at Crawford for making $10 million through his own volition.
That's crazy.
Instead of making nothing against Spence.
I ain't gonna be mad at the man for just getting paid.
And trying to take a tune-up fight because there's been a long
microcosms. There are microcosms that I will not dare say here because of the way things are set up in association with that entire dichotomy. That is disturbed. I'm not exaggerating. That
it's tribalism.
Does disturb me. No, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. It's a lot. There's micro. That is a microcosm. That entire situation is a microcosm for a lot of shit, man. And you could just kind of reverse engineer the history of a lot of shit with that. Bro, what is he doing wrong? The fucking fight was not for this year. What the fuck do you not understand? Is he supposed to just bend over for Al Heyman because your bitch ass admires him?
Yep.
The issue is like we were already in October and we knew the fight wasn't happening for November because we knew in October Spence was just chilling. He even said he was chilling.
He was on fucking vacation with his family.
So it's like
He was probably drunk.
You know what's funny? I'm not even gonna mention that because that's irrelevant. It's like that's irrelevant because
can I say something real quick? Now, I just want to respond to what Alejandro was, mentioned Subirem Matias. Now, I believe that he has a belt, right? Which one is it?
No, they don't. He doesn't have it yet. It's still vacant. The IBF.
Okay, all right, but he's supposed to fight Ponce, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the vacant belt. Yeah.
Okay, and that's taking place when? I mean, I don't know, because like the thing with PBC is, man, they buy up cushy spots for their fighters, right? Only for it to be log jammed, and filibuster fights. Because like in political terms, they basically just jerry rigging divisions, like they were fucking states, and they're doing filibusters, preventing fights from happening. I don't know what the fuck the problem is.
You got a Wakandan in your chat, Jules.
Oh shit.
I got Stefan Espinosa in my comments. I'm about to send him a link.
No.
Spence is. Ooh.
I'm dead serious.
Hey, I would love to see him in person.
No, I'm about to. Come on, B. I need to get my fucking link. Give me my link.
Me too. I kind of want to know what a weasel smells like.
I'm about to send him a link.
Don't disrespect weasels, man. Weasels are effective hunters, man. He's not a weasel. He's a shyster.
Wait, I just sent him the link.
I have a little question for all the panel about the fight this Saturday. Like, who you got? Chocolate or Gallo Estrada?
I got Chocolatito, bro.
I'm rolling with Chaco. I got Chaco.
Oh, sir, that's not on.
Yo, I need an open
show.
spot. Polo, drop off. I'm trying to get Stefan on, bro.
Hey, it's all good. I'll leave. Have a nice afternoon, Jules.
I appreciate you, bro.
All right, no
So,
problem.
sir, it's not on Showtime, so I'm not even familiar there's a fight going on. So you're gonna have to update me. I'm sorry.
For real, yo. Will says, watch them try to argue for Spence to get a spot in the Hoff, and he's unless something else happens, and motherfuckers hate to hear that, bro. You don't have a Hall of Fame career because you beat Kell Brook, nah, and Sean Porter, and that's not a whole bro.
Wait, the same Kell Brook that was beat by that Sean that Kell beat Sean and. Then Triple G smash Kell, those same guys?
Yeah, like I'm trying to get Stefan to join.
Is it really him?
No, it's him.
What about Spence versus Danny Garcia 2 at 154? Is that Hall of Fame?
I have a feeling he's gonna show us the contract.
This in real time, so there is no confusion, no ambush questions. If he'll join, if he's willing to clarify, jump on. I'm not trying. I ain't no ass. Well, I am kind of an asshole, but that's different shit. Not this. I'm a nice guy. I'm a very nice guy. I'm a very amicable, very easy to get along with, and I'm honest to a fault, bro. I don't think there's probably it's probably me and 4 other guys that are dishonest. All right, join me, Stefan, please.
Please
nice.
tell us, how much did you offer Andre?
Hey, I want to say something.
All your interviews.
If he does come on, and I mean this is all sincerity, let's all act really respectful because it's a bad look if we start being. I'm not saying you guys will be. I'm saying I think it's a good look for everybody to show a lot of respect because we expect the same thing from others.
Yeah, so, I'm not yet I'm not trying to violate him. If he's saying something opposite or if he has insights, by all means. I'm not trying to violate or not. I don't talk to people like that. I'm respectful. I'm a very respectful person.
No, I wasn't attacking you specifically. I'm just.
No, you were attacking me.
Okay, then I was, and you're gonna take it. Take it, sir.
I feel attacked.
Good.
Oh God.
Go blog about it.
Come on, you two. Just be nice.
No, but really though, if I get him on, I'm not gonna I have no intention of violating him. If he can give me all I've ever wanted is a straight answer and a timeline. That's all I've ever wanted. That if you made an offer, because this is why I asked him. This is why I keep asking him. I remember in 2020. I remember the whole pandemic, bro. All I was doing was reading boxing scene articles because there was nothing else going on. And there was no story published about an offer made to Showtime from Andre. I saw that Stefan didn't start saying that until this year. He didn't start this year. They did run a story where he said, yeah, in 2020, we made him an offer. I'm like, well, y'all made him an offer in 2020. Why didn't nobody write about it? I didn't know nobody said anything. So if you give me a timeline, I'm with the shit. Don't be nervous. See,
don't
be nervous, Stefan. It's a friendly conversation, like any other. No questions.
I can only speak for myself, but if somebody has any sort of facts or data that can change my mind, I'm man enough to admit if I'm wrong or if I can view a point of view differently, if it makes sense. So, I mean, I think that's the best way to grow in any way in life is to.
That's how science works, bro.
Right.
The data is the data until the data changes. That's how it is.
I totally agree. Like admitting you are wrong and you made a mistake is like time and energy saving, you know. Because
if you dodge me, right? Because I'm not trying to do nothing bad. If you can't come on here you thought enough to keep answering. You know, I had this conversation with him probably about a week ago. Why are you still in my comments? I'm like, yo, dog, if you want to talk, we could talk. I ain't no children over here.
But you know, Julius, you know, like there's a lot of people that just can't admit like they made a mistake and they are all time, you know, justifying like bro, it's like so easy saying, yeah, I fucked up. Sorry. It's so fucking easy, but most of a lot of people prefer being like justifying like their mistakes.
Yeah,
and
they
you
just
know
want
it
to be
because
right. They just want to be right. I just want to get to the truth. I'm a Capricorn. I'm very big on the truth. I'm just trying to get to the truth. That's all. That's all.
Yeah, it's the most practical, you know.
I mean, he's just trying to ask questions that he's not answering.
Anybody
Yeah,
want to bet
Steven can
me money
admit that Showtime has made mistakes in the past, and that's all.
But if you don't join me, you know, if you're willing, see, this is what I see. He's willing to talk to people, but they have to be sycophants. I am not that. I'm not a sycophant. I don't lick nobody except my wife's. I'll lick her ass. I'll sniff it, bite it, smack it, but
kiss it.
Kiss it and all that good shit.
Slap it and rub it down.
I just have questions, and they're simple questions. They're not loaded questions I just have questions, regular questions.
I'm gonna say that I would have never known that that Mrs. Ring IQ was so passionate about shoes. I learned something new today.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of shit. I know you're watching me, Stefan. I can feel you. I know the alcoholic is watching me too. I can feel.
Jules has Capricorn powers, man. He sees all. He knows all. He's not from this planet.
I'm telling you, I caught a whiff of vodka earlier, and suddenly I knew exactly who started that whole thing in those comments. Caught a whiff of vodka.
Spence?
You would have thought. You would have thought. You would have thought. I smell rum.
No, that's Jamal then. Sorry.
No. It's all right, man. It's all right. Stefan don't want to join. It's all good, bro. I don't know.
All right. Yeah.
You know. You ain't got nothing to be nervous about, Stefan. We don't bite, bro.
I have a very unpopular and controversial opinion about that I want to expose to you. Like I personally think that Prime Gennady Golovkin would have beat Marvelous Marvin Hagler. But what do you think about that?
It's not a 15-round fighter. And this is the main thing that would make me pick Marvin over Gennady. The main thing, the most important thing. Marvin was a southpaw, and he was a combination puncher. You know what I mean? He also had a chin, so you can take what you got. Now, a big part of what bothered Gennady in the Sergey fight was the combination punching, the body punching. He got to him with that stuff. For every one punch Gennady threw, Sergey would land 3. You know, so Marvin having a chin and having power and being a combination puncher and a southpaw and being a 15-round fighter, which is what puts it over the top for me. I say Marvelous Marvin Hagler on points versus Prime Gennady Golovkin.
You know what I think Golovkin would have beat Marvin Hagler. Maybe are not the strongest arguments, but here I go. Like Marvin Hagler had a lot of problems with Roberto Duran, but that was a smaller man, and with Sugar Ray Leonard, he was coming like from welterweight. So those are my arguments that Gennady Golovkin wouldn't be beating Marvin Hagler by a landslide, but he will get a close decision. I'm talking about a prime Gennady Golovkin because, like, the Golovkin that fought Sergey Derevyanchenko was not on his prime anymore.
Well, let's say this, okay, let's get prime Gennady. You brought up Leonard. That wasn't prime Hagler. And the caliber of those fighters also is far greater than anyone that Gennady fought. Yeah. We're talking about, like, it's a lot of things that would make me pick Hagler. But the things that stand out is, okay, we're talking about two all-time greats, Duran and Leonard and guys and Tommy Hearns. It's like your fight with Canelo, that was supposed to be your Tommy Hearns, but you did not do to Canelo what Hagler did to Tommy. That was prime for prime. They were both at their best, And with Canelo, that was supposed to be prime Gennady and prime Canelo, and it didn't work out that way. Even though I think you won the fight, I do think he won the fight on points. I think he deserved a decision. But like I said, you didn't do to Canelo and the naturally smaller man. You didn't do to him what Marvin did to Tommy. You didn't. It went to war, So, and that's the best of you. The very best fighter you ever fought was Canelo. That's it. This guy done been in, like, it's not like, to me, listen, man, it's not even close, bro. On the all-time great middleweights list, maybe he gets Monzon because Monzon moved in straight lines and he was very crude. So maybe he gets Monzon, probably get Monzon. But and even that. But I don't think he gets Marvin. The combination punching is really what sells me about the styles, that this guy's going to throw 3-4 punches. He's not going to stop. And you're going to be trying to jab, and he's not going to stop. When you finally got the Mexican War, the big dramacho that you wanted, what'd you do? You backed up and lost.
Jules, I got one for you. You're going to like this. And I think I already know your answer. Prime Triple G versus Prime James Toney at 160.
James Toney, that's an easy one.
Yep, there you go. I figured.
I got one.
I've always picked James Toney
one
in that
that's more
fight.
interesting for you guys. Yo, Ring, if you can hear me. A Prime Martinez or a Prime Triple G?
Sergio.
Nah, bro, I got Triple G stopping him.
No. I'm asking you. You're talking about Sergio.
Sergio Martinez.
No, Sergio Martinez. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got Triple G. I got Triple G.
How about I mean, he wasn't really a middleweight, but he's still an all-time, like, obviously for his era. Tito Trinidad at 160 versus Triple G. I'm not gonna say who, but I saw someone that that said that Tito would give G problems, and somebody that is from Puerto Rico told him, like, nah, Tito would have got it and stopped that. I was like, I don't know, man. Tito at 160 was, I don't know.
No, he would have got stopped.
How about another one? Who's another one that was a good 160? I'm trying to remember this last era. We know Kelly. How about Bernard Hopkins versus Triple G?
Bernard Hopkins, yes, I was thinking the same.
I was going to ask that too. I read my mind.
I think Triple G takes it. I don't know. Something told me that the Triple G had, but Hopkins could win. But who would you favor in that fight?
Hopkins is a Capricorn. I'm going Hopkins.
Hopkins on points. Hopkins on points.
I don't know.
I have to ride with Alex Pez on that commentary that Canelo is higher than Chavez Sr. In my opinion, he is, because Chavez Sr. was world champion on 3 weight classes. Canelo was in 4, and Canelo is.
Manín, yo dije eso, y había gente que, look, I think Chavez es el gran campeón, and y lo que él hizo, yeah, it's a little bigger than boxing. It is, just for the culture. I get it. Fam, hold on. Pero on some boxing shit, yes, Canelo is more accomplished than Chavez by far and wide. He's more. Yes, he is. He's a 4 division. How many times has he won? 2 times. Like he
was unified in 3.
Yeah, like he on some boxing shit. Yeah, he's already there. Cause what are we talking about? Like Haugen, bro?
No. The reason why Chavez will probably be higher is because his resume. And that's not Canelo's fault. Because look what we have. We got these so-called guys that are supposed to be so good, but
no, he's not higher because of resume. Porque Camacho doesn't have a better resume than Cotto, does he?
Julian and people
bro. Camacho, Rosario, Laporte, Taylor, Greg Hogan. Like, come on, bro. Those are some good ass wins. He beat. I gotta remember, he had a lot of good ass fights that he beat. Camacho and Rosario were some good wins, bro.
I don't know that I could say that I feel Camacho has a better resume. Let me look at his resume again, and then I'll decide. But I don't know. Cotto has a good resume. He has a good resume.
Oh, Rocky Lockridge, Terrence, Chavez has a good ass resume, bro. You gotta give that's why people rate him because the Taylor wins, the Rosario win, the Camacho, the Laporte, the Taylor fight, of course, like I said. It's just that's why with Canelo it's not as fun because look at this era, but guys aren't really around his weight class. You feel me? Like the wins would be it's just because he got those guys fought the fighters that they were supposed to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the thing that Chavez that was he fought one good fighter and 5 or 6 mediocre fighters. That was his thing because WBC put a lot of mandatory fights with mediocre fighters because WBC used to protect a lot Mexican champions. So right now it's still doing that kind of practices, but Chavez doesn't have a boxing legend on his victories. On his records, yes, he has Oscar de la Hoya, but beat him twice. But Chavez, in my opinion, never been a real boxing legend like Canelo did on Miguel Cotto.
I disagree, bro. I
agree with that.
Yeah, Camacho, Rosario wasn't a legend, bro.
Espera, esto es lo que yo estoy diciendo, que para mí Camacho y Cotto me da igual. It's not that they're not legends. No, they are legends. Those are great fighters. Pero me da igual. Pero you were never undisputed. You weren't. La verdad, you weren't undisputed, though. You weren't a 4-division champion. You weren't.
Julius, and if we're talking about, real quick, if we're talking about Mexican fighters beating legends on their prime, we gotta go with Juan Manuel Marquez knocking out Pacquiao.
Exactamente, es la verdad.
Bro, Juan Manuel Marquez knocked prime Pacquiao, bro.
I'm in agreement with that. I feel like Marquez's victory over Pacquiao when he was hot, when he was Pacquiao. Just show me a win like that for Chavez, bro. Show me one.
I mean, Taylor was on the pound for pound list. No, I'm not gonna. I disagree. I think
bro, not just pound for pound. It's a lot of wins like that. What's the equivalent? Well, he damn near killed Manny, bro.
Yeah, but bro, we can't. I mean, I think Chavez is still, because like I said, he beat some names. I just, like I said, bro, it's just different eras. But I mean, he did beat the guy. And to be fair, we talk about the man, bro. Every fighter fights those gimme fights. It happens. I mean.
Not that many, bro. Not that many. There were fights there. No me diga. No es posible. En esta ira, no es posible que alguien con 80 peleas puede pelear con un Ramon Aramburu. Eso no es posible. They wouldn't even fucking allow it, bro.
Chavez was 50 fights, and he was already a world champion. Robert Collins Lindo, that was one win. And
Jimmy Kelly from Munguia is better than a lot of those Arumburus. And I'm not knocking Julio, but I have to be honest, Ke, you got to take some of the numbers out. You do, because some of them.
They all do it. Look.
No. Nobody is 80. Bro, you could be 30-0. They are not going to let you fight a dude who's 0-1. Nobody's going to sanction that.
You're right. I mean, some of the champions fight. I mean, what's the equivalent of Montiel right now? Or fucking
hasta Montiel. If you go on his resume, there's guys on there that never won a fight. Literally, and he has fights. So it's not I gotta take this. I like Chavez. Don't misunderstand me, but I know that there's a lot of nostalgia in that. Chill, fam. It's guys that there's fights in there. They would not even be sanctioned. People would go to jail for making some of these fucking fights. That's just being real.
I mean, bro, it was. I mean, like I said, if you look at everybody's resume, they all have those fights,
bro. And I'm telling you that Yildirim is better than a lot of them guys. Yildirim is better. Yeah, if you go on, anybody could go on his resume right now and look if they think I'm exaggerating.
No, you're not exaggerating. I mean, bro, people talk shit because the agenda that Yildirim was actually promised the title shot. He actually had a whole whatever with the WBC because of that Darrell fight. It's bro, if Darrell was such good fighter, he should have stopped Yildirim at least late or something. He went the distance and had a war with him. So that's what Yildirim.
Like I said, all I'm saying, and it's not a knock on him, it's just that I know that a lot of times they bring up the number of fights that he has. had and how busy he was. But when you look deeper, a lot of them guys, like, like you're gonna have lighter touches. Every boxer has lighter touches, but some of these touches, it's like, fam, you couldn't sanction a fight like that today. No, you couldn't. Guy with 60 fights, and this is who you're fighting. No, they wouldn't sanction those fights, bro. People go to jail for trying to make some of them fights. Like, you crazy? No. So in terms of accolades and accomplishments, just plain English and plain boxing, he already surpassed him. Maybe he hasn't captured the hearts and minds of the Mexican community the same way that Chavez did back then. Maybe that, in that department, Julio hasn't beat. But on some boxing shit, he been surpassed Julio, bro.
And he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Who cares about that, bro? Man already made millions.
I think
he's the face of boxing. Like, when you care, you think he cares about what a group of of certain, like, man, you think he cares about that shit? He's making millions. If people didn't respect him, they wouldn't buy his fights. They wouldn't be talking about him, man. Who gives a shit about that? Oh, they don't. I mean, bro, some people you're not gonna be everybody's cup of tea. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in terms of resume, I think Salvador Sanchez has a better resume, and he ended young.
Then
he knocked out Wilfredo Gomez and
he beat Wilfredo Gomez, Asuma Nelson, Danny Lopez.
Yeah, stopped them.
That's a resume.
Yeah, stopped them and gave them their.
Oh yeah, but they had a resume. You guys rate Prince Nassim?
Bobby Chacon
to fight with Alexis Arguello, and I think Sal Sanchez would have lost that fight. I think Arguello would have been. Yo creo que Arguello lo hubiera ganado a Sal Sanchez.
Salvador Sanchez. No, I think so. Hey, Ring. Luis Ramirez arguably
at what, at 130? At 130?
Yeah, 130. Hell yeah. Nah, bro.
But the Arguello fight was going to be at one. I think it was going to be at 135 because it was like confirmed already. But Sal Sanchez lost.
No, but at 135 he was good too. Arguello was good at one. It's at 140.
Like Sal Sanchez was going up to 135.
So Luis Ramirez doesn't get talked about. He gave Aguero and dropped him. He arguably beat him. Chavez beat Ramirez pretty,
but that's clear. A triangle theory. That's a triangle theory, bro.
I'm saying that shows you that Luis Ramirez was the good opponent too. I mean, he gave fucking Aguero. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that. Look at the level that he beat. So that was a good win. I'm just throwing that out there.
Get Hands says people forget Sergio. Yeah, I remember that Margarito when he was very young. He was young, and they both were young in that fight. He beat the shit out of fucking Sergio.
That was amazing. I'm not gonna say names, but you know what I'm talking about. Martinez's old manager told me that he only got $800 for that fight against Martinez. I'm like, damn. Bob hated Martinez. That wasn't a pay-per-view prelim. He got $800. I'm like, bro, they stuck Margarito on you. He beat you for
That's fucked up. Will says, and the crazy part is Sanchez he was young, man. He was really young, 23. Shit. But
Julius, it was a great talking with you. Like, great night to everybody.
I'll let you, man. I was thinking about that fight the other day, Arguello versus Chavez. Who would win that? I was thinking about that.
I got Chavez.
I got Chavez. I'm rolling Chavez.
Yeah.
I didn't get
Arguello, he moved up from like 180 something like that, 118 all the way. All like 140. Did he like?
Was he down that low? Was he had been? No, he wasn't a bantamweight. What? No.
Or he was a super bantam at least in the early 120s.
I think he was a super.
Right?
He was a super feather, right? Wasn't he? Didn't he? Isn't that where he debuted at super feather?
I think he was way below. Isn't he like a 4 or 5 division champ, something like that? Or how many divisions?
No. He's 3. I think he's 3. He's not a 4. He's a 3.
Because his ceiling was 140 for the prior fight. That was what that was, 140, and that was his ceiling, and that wasn't a great weight for him.
Steph didn't join, bro. What happened, bro? I was laughing. I'm like,
bro, he ain't trying to, bro. Like I said, like he cool to join a space if you gonna act like a fanboy. He gonna join.
That's what they want, bro. They want you to be like, show something, like, bro. We're not gonna be no fucking cape or heroes and
fuck you think you are, Eddie Hearn?
Right? The fuck you think you? Yo, this guy is such. Man, bro, he was so happy when Canelo was on Showtime talking about. My Mexican friends were saying the Canelo retired. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here. They knew he was still fighting, bro.
Listen.
And then he leaves to the zone. He talks. I'm like, bro, you're just trying to Percator because he brings money to your company, man.
Bro,
Like
listen. There's no way that the boxing community thought Canelo retired when the fight right before that
shit, bro.
broke the indoor American record for attendance, 76,000 people. He bullshitting, bro, and that's why.
Everywhere, like,
hold on, fam. Hold on. That's why people think he a weasel, because like you do weasel shit. You don't want to answer straight questions. Like you don't want people asking you real questions.
How are you gonna talk down on him after he leaves? And then when he was on Showtime, oh, we're so happy, bro. That was his biggest pay-per-view. His network probably made the quota that year, whatever they got. And that's why he was so mad because he went with another company. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Like, you wouldn't be saying that shit if you took the deal. It's like, bro, it's just hilarious to me. It's like you talking about, oh, you for the fans and stuff, but you're doing shit like that.
Bro, they putting on, this is reality, that I don't need him to know this because I know how this works. You're doing less shows, literally annually. You are. That tells me your budget got smaller. The people above you gave you less money for boxing because you are doing less shows. You can't tell me that you're doing good, doing less shows and bringing in less views. Little by little, it's gotten to the point, this is where it's at now. It's gotten to the point where they don't even tell you what the ratings are because that's how low they are. So it's no, you're not in a good place. So you don't have to tell me anything. You could show some integrity and tell me some things, but you don't have to. I know everything I need to know, actually.
Yeah, Ring, and it's funny to me. He throws shit. Oh, we're just focused on the American market. They got to build an American fan base first. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like,
and which one of them guys that fight on Showtime have a fan base? Stephen Fulton?
Spence.
This is on Fox, Jay.
Yo, Ring. Excuse me. Hey, Ring. I forgot, but it was only for a little bit. Bomb Squad.
You know what I mean? Yo, listen, Bomb Squad ain't been on Showtime since the Brazil fight.
Oh, fuck.
Yo, I was funny. He wants to remain loyal to us and goes fights on Fox the next fight.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Like this is, people ask me why I don't interview the guys a lot. Believe it or not, it's because I know everything I need to know already. There's nothing I need to ask you. I know already. Whereas, when I interview the female fighters, what's because they don't get any coverage. Nobody really covers them like that. But with the guys, I already know what's going on. Like, I already know.
You put us on with women.
What's happen.
Yo, Ring put it on people with women's boxing. Like, bro, I started watching women's boxing because of your channel. I mean, I used to watch it here and there, but I didn't know the fighters. I just said, oh, it's a big fight. Oh, it's a fight. Like
a lot of it is like one. The other thing is the interview game is a little bit different than the content game. That interview game is all about relationships. I'm not going to mention any content creators' names, but I'm not kissing anybody's ass, man. Anybody's ass. No. I'm not. It's not in me to do that. I'm not trying to be a friend or a member of your team. The fuck? Are you nuts? What do you think I'm gonna fucking, hey man, suck my dick. I don't care about that shit. You crazy?
Yo, Julius. Yo, Charlo Montiel's a good fight. It's a good fight.
Yeah, like I'll be seeing guys. Like I see guys right here in the what,
Yo, Jules. Can you full screen me?
I got you.
Yeah, so this is a security detail for Leo Messi. Yeah.
Nice.
With him now, huh? Yo, real quick, I got a fantasy matchup. Hagler versus Roy Jones Jr. at 160. Who we got?
Honestly, I'm gonna go Hagler. Here's why.
Oh,
I go Hagler because the best Roy was not middleweight Roy. That was
right.
That was the beginnings when he was there. Like he fought? Did he fight Hopkins at middle?
He did for the vacant belt. He did.
He wasn't fully developed.
And that's the best guy that he fought. And that's not a knock on that, you understand. But it's saying that because Hagler's whole body of work is basically middleweight, most of it or all of it is all middleweight. It's like, nah, that's his weight, bro. That is his.
That's a good point because Roy was at his best. He was at his best at 68 and 75.
Exactly. That's when he really hit his prime. Whereas if we talk about Hagler's shit was middle, bro. And that's why I say I don't really think The only guy that I would match against Hagler that I think would stands the best chance is Ray, bro. Sugar Ray Robinson.
It called me crazy. This might be a stretch. I hope I'm not saying this, but I think that Roy may have had a suspect chin in those stages. It's just he was way too elusive and fast to really get hit clean.
Yeah,
I think if like the right kind of guy clocked him, he probably would have. You never know. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, like it's like, and that's not taking it away from Roy. It's just I always look at where was he when he was there, and we know that Roy wasn't Roy yet at 160. No, he wasn't Roy yet. But Hagler is just it's a boxing glove in his head. Remember when he said that? Cut my head open, you're gonna see a boxing glove in it. It's fucking Hagler, bro.
He had like a normal size skull. They said he was born with like helmet gear, like a football. Like he had an abnormal skull for like
like I'll say the only guy that confidently that I would say now he can win that fight is Sugar Ray Robinson. He can win that fight. He could lose that fight too, though. But that's like best chance. Like Gennady, no, bro, no way. Like
your legend has
it. The same realm as this guy, bro. Like you not, like really, you not. Who's the best guy you fought, bro? Take Canelo out of it, right? Just even though, let's say you beat Canelo, right? They gave you that decision. Am I supposed to look at that the way I look at what Hagler did to Tommy?
No.
What about Carlos Monzo?
The real shit though. When they actually did an autopsy on Hagler, they did find a glove in his brain.
It's a glove in there, bro.
Yeah, man.
Julius, I have a question for you. Related to the subject that we're talking about before, you have to choose which is more important to fighters to make the most money possible, to promoters to make the most money possible, or TV networks to make the most money possible to the prosperity, to the betterment to the sport?
The network.
Yeah, I think so.
It's the network, because if you get it to a point, like let's just say right here and right now, that you have a stable of guys, and this stable of guys can bring, let's just say 1 million to a showtime on a regular basis, or 2 million to a showtime. That's monumental. And what that attracts, when you have that size audience, if you have that size audience, that will attract even more money from advertisers who want to advertise during those times that those fighters are fighting, because then that means that those are valuable slots. You know that you can get your product seen by, let's say, 2 million eyes during this fighter's fight. So really, the best case scenario out of those three is if the network is prospering, because then the network wants to invest more and the advertisers want to invest more. But that's a Cinderella scenario. Like that is like super duper best case scenario, which means it's not likely.
No, it's not likely, but you're touching the point I wanted to make, that maybe all this, especially on the PBC side, maybe all this is happening because maybe the fighters are asking for too much money when they're not bringing enough money to the table.
Agreed. I agree with you. I do think that, because they were spoiled in the beginning. Remember, they were giving Leo, who was a super bantam and a feather. He was a bantam, a super bantam, a feather, and he was getting 7-figure purses. And people look at that and because they don't understand the concept that, there's no such thing as a free lunch. You paying him that, you spoiled him. So now he has to fight somebody who's actually good. He's going to want an arm and a leg because you were paying him too much to fight those guys. You were paying him too much. Now you can't get him to do anything. You can't get him to do nothing. You know what I mean? No, and it's for a lot of their fighters that they spoiled them.
Yeah, really. At first he was with Golden Boy, so he was it was when he got to featherweight, that's when they were paying him, because he was with Golden Boy. He was fighting Smoke. But I think they said that Oscar was trying to have him lose on purpose, which obviously we're going to create narratives. But they were saying that they were trying to have him lose on purpose to
Bueno, Manín, no fue Oscar que estaba haciendo la pelea con Rigon Diao. Eso fue Oscar. He was trying to make that, bro. So if you tell me that Oscar wanted him to lose, I could believe that, because if he would have fought Rigo, he would have lost. he would have lost.
That was when Rigo was on his run.
That
right?
was prime Rigo, bro. Breaking jaws, big ass hematomas. That was Rigo. If he'd have fought him then, yeah, he don't win that fight. He do not win that fight. He end up just like Amagasa.
Yeah, because I think most promotional companies, even Matchroom, that happens to be probably the most wealthy of all promotional companies now. Maybe, for example, Top Rank could afford one Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford wasn't making that money, wasn't bringing that money to the promotional company, nor ESPN. But I don't think most promotional companies can afford 2 or 3 Terence Crawfords.
¿Tú sabes lo que es, Leo? La vaina es diferente ahora porque they didn't used to do the fights the way that it is now. Ante. Now everybody wants huge guarantees, ¿no es verdad? Y con eso, ahí está el problema, because huge guarantees means huge risks. Whereas ante, it was a nominal guarantee, and you know, you get the rest from the upside and the gate. So it wasn't as risky to put a show on. Pero ya todo el mundo, no, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. So con eso, the market basically changes que pase algo is going to be very fucking risky. And it didn't always used to be that way. Like Bob Arum talked about it, how he used to. Yo, who mic is that? Bob Arum talked about like how it used to be with Hagler, that they used to work on fights on a fight-by-fight basis. You know what I mean? There was no 5, 6, 7, 8 fight guarantee or multi. Like no. It was fight by fight. And that's really, I feel like that's ideal because the fighter has autonomy. The promoter doesn't have liability that like, yo, if you sign a guy for a contract and he got like 3 fights, that does mean you owe him 3 fights though. So there's liability for you. There's a lack of autonomy for that fighter to perhaps go somewhere else and get some money somewhere else that might be available to him. I feel it's better if everybody's on a fight-by-fight basis. The problem is, and they said it, that once the zone came into the market, which was at least a part of it, you know, they had a lot of money to play. So people had to buckle down and hang on to the talent that they had. And, you know, that's where exclusivity deals and shit like that comes in. Like, well, we don't want this fucking guy going over there. They got a lot of money over there. They're probably going to offer him some money. So what do we got to do? We got to pin him down to make sure he doesn't go over there. Y eso es lo que está pasando. But there needs to be a reset. Like, I believe, look, you know what's best for boxing? A bartering system. All of them need to work together. It's not just the people. No, Top Rank needs to work with Golden Boy. Golden Boy needs to work with Matchroom. Matchroom needs to work with PBC. They all need to work together because they all can together. They can make all the fights we want to see. Every single one of them together. Pero separado, no, bro. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Unless it's like a huge fight, but man, that's rare.
For real, bro. It's never gonna work, bro. Like, por ejemplo, para mí, una pelea sabrosa la pelea. I know it makes money, especially on the West Coast. William Zepeda versus Isaac Cruz. Fuck a belt, bro. Fuck a belt.
Ooh,
I just want to see that.
Ooh.
Somebody going to the hospital.
At the battleground, at the punch bowl, bro. Nah, yeah, that's a nice fight right there, bro. That's a real nice fight. You don't need a belt for that fucking fight.
I got another one. Lindolfo Delgado versus Brandon Lee.
You know I haven't seen Lindolfo yet, bro.
You haven't seen him?
No, I keep hearing he's really good though.
Ooh, I'm telling you, that's the dark horse, bro.
So he's like a Mexican fighter who, as a kid, he moved to Cuba. He moved to Cuba to learn how to box. So he has like both styles.
Really good,
like,
bro. Yeah, bro. Like when the guy he beat was like he's still good. It's just, bro, it was whoever his handlers are. That was a stupid idea, bro. Like you don't make a fight like that unless it's for a belt or eliminator. But the dude he beat, let's just say he's really good too. So the way he beat him is what surprised. Because look how big he is.
I'm gonna look him up, bro, because I keep hearing about him. Lindolfo Delgado. What's his weight?
140.
All right,
140.
See, I love 140, bro. It's fucking killers all up and down that shit, bro. All in that shit, bro.
Yeah, he used to be with Mikey Garcia, and like he trained with Robert. I like his style though, because he boxes, he's a puncher, and he used to be. And Mikey and Robert have said good. You know how Mikey, Robert says stuff about Bam. That's what he says about Lindolfo. So we'll see what happens.
Now, let me read this.
Yeah.
Castro says, que he is though. No, he is. ¿Tú sabes por qué? He does have a lot of title defenses. He didn't break the record like they say, so I'm not going off for that. But he does have a lot of title defenses, and he unified 2 times in the middleweight division. It wasn't
Famer,
just,
bro.
yeah, like he like él tiene he has an argument. He does have an argument because he was fucking up everything that he could fuck up, and he was really beating the shit out of guys. Like he just fucking everything up.
Bro, if he would have got his hands on Peter Quinlan, Corbadov, Andy Lee,
we know what he would have did to Peter Quinlan because look what Danny Jacobs did to Peter Quinlan.
He was pretty much Hergovic back then. He was pretty much Hergovic. That's what he was.
Imagine.
Go ahead.
But I think he has it. Like I would say when I look at Triple G, because it's 2 things that I'm looking at that I know they would look at, that the board members, they would look at the title defenses and they would look at the unification matches. And it wasn't just like, oh, well, he was unified and that's it. Because with Thurman, that's literally what it was. You fought Danny and then you disappeared after you unified. It's not like you had 5, 6 no, you literally disappeared for 2 years. You had to drop one of the belts.
He was somewhere.
Jules, Polo, Jules, think about that. Keith's best win is Danny 5 years ago.
Literally, bro.
5 years
when he was
ago.
a Golden Boy. You know what's sad, bro? When he was a Golden Boy, he actually had a good ass run, and then after I don't know what happened, like he just fell apart after those.
Tú sabes lo que with Keith Thurman, it's not that he was bad. He wasn't bad, but at most, he was a B. He's like a B level fighter. He wasn't going to be like pound for pound #1, bro. Really? Come on, Collazo damn near folded you up. I ain't forget. You weren't life or death with Soto Caras. I didn't forget the Soto Caras. Like you weren't life or death with Soto Caras, bro.
Oh, but Soto Caras knocked out Berto. How come he never got a fight? That's
Bueno, lo que yo estoy diciendo es que when you look at the guys, que they ended up being like the guy, right? De su ira, o de un momento, the guys que they were the guys. Como tu Lomachenko, que he started really fucking people up, like Igolov.
Oh yeah.
He started like really fucking people up. That wasn't Thurman, bro. You was going life or death con Soto Cara. Luis Colazo.
To be honest, bro, he came at a perfect time because you remember, Pacquiao was over there. Like he just came at a perfect time, bro. He got Danny Garcia because even that Pacquiao, bro, he would have not beat. I'm not sure he beats Kell Brook, and Jeff Horn would have been a tough fight. But I think Thurman just took the opportunity. He saw Danny was kind of like was an easy picking, so that's what he did. I mean, that Sean Porter win was good. I gotta give him that. Like
it was it was good. It was good. Like I don't want to, because that was a really good, and it was a really good fight to watch. Like the Danny Garcia fight sucked, but the Porter fight but that was because of Sean, bro. When is Sean in a boring fight? Never. He's never in a boring. Which if you look at the old posts, I remember people used to hate on Sean. He smothers his work. I know, but it's still a fun fight. It's still fun.
John, he's an action guy. He's gonna make it an action fight.
Yeah, like you could go to some of the oldest shit on Ring IQ on Facebook, and I always liked Sean. He's a fun fighter, and fun fighters don't get appreciated. Everybody's an elite. It's like he has to be elites, and he has to be. Man, suck my dick, bro. I'll watch Ted Cheeseman fight traffic, bro. Just because I know it's gonna be. Just because I know it's gonna be fun.
I like Liam Beefy Smith versus Eubank.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good fight.
Beefy go get knocked out, bro. Beefy go.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
You think Beefy gonna win?
I think Beefy wins.
I think 54. Listen, at 54, Beefy beats a lot of guys at 54. The fight I don't know about 60.
Is this his first fight at 160?
Yeah.
Not his first. No, it's not his first. He's been there before. He has been there before. I think at least once. But the thing is, at 60, I never seen Eubank hurt in a fight.
He's got his dad's chin. I'll give him that though.
Yeah, like
But dude,
I never seen him wobbled. Never, bro. And you know he hit hard, bro. You know he could punch at 60, man.
it just like he just tends to get a little lackadaisical in his performances. That's all.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
I think it's just he likes to play around, you know. But I have a question: if Liam Smith stops Eubank, is that a statement?
Absolutely.
Oh,
bro.
hell
You
yeah.
Crazy. Nobody never stopped him, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
How
I
could it
don't
not
want to hear
be?
no
Yeah,
more.
that-
About,
yeah.
yeah.
Pero también
Yo, Liam
vamos a decir esto, no te la pierdas. Anthony, did you see the Fowler fight? Anthony Fowler hurt Liam in the beginning of their fight, bro. He damn near knocked him out. He had him buzzed and all that.
Then Liam
I
knocked
didn't
his
watch
ass out.
I didn't watch it. I watched her the end where he knocked out Fuller, so I missed that. I watched like where it was.
Yo no me
Fuller,
estoy diciendo esto, que if Anthony Fowler can land, Eubank can land.
but
Anthony Fowler can, and Anthony Fowler don't got the greatest. He don't got the greatest chin. I'm just saying.
Hey, yo, to be honest, I've never seen anybody dominate Liam Smith like Canelo because Munguia had his moments, but Munguia had to use his size to beat Lee.
Well,
Like
McGee is limited. We all know that. So
You know
I
what I
don't think
really wanted at 50? I'm gonna be real. I'm mad that Tim Tszyu is fighting Jamel because I didn't want that. I wanted Tim Tszyu versus Liam Smith, bro.
me
God.
too, bro. Eddie
Oh,
Hearn should
God,
have signed
bro.
him. Oh, that would have been a fight. You know what's fucked up? He got robbed in Russia. He beat that Russian dude.
He
That
did.
dude
He
is-
beat Kurbanov.
I
He did
don't
beat
like
Kurbanov.
Kurbadov. I don't like Kurbadov.
Wow.
Bro, he beat him clear, bro. Like when I say that was a robbery because, bro, even Kurbadov looked like he didn't think he won. But here's the thing, though. I don't know, man. After seeing Tim, that would have been a close fight, bro. I obviously I do like Tim, but man, I don't know, man. Liam Smith can.
No, but that would have been the perfect fight because I feel that Tim. Esto es lo que está pasando. Jamel es inteligente. He's a smart guy. And
Tim ain't ready. He ain't ready for Jamel yet.
And that's the main thing, that like it's not a knock on Jamel. Like, no, if you want to go, we can go, bro. Fuck it. If you want to be next, you next, then fuck it. I ain't mad at that. But I wanted to see Tim, like, okay, you beat Inouye, the not little Inouye, the one from 154. That's a tough fucking guy. He gave Munguia a hard ass fight. When he fought Tim was beating the shit out of him.
He handled his ass.
He handled his ass easier than Munguia. So I'm like, okay, so cool. You fought a real tough dude that got a thick ass skull. Good. Now I want to see you versus a former champion. So I'm thinking Liam Smith. That's the perfect fight.
Teixeira. How about Teixeira? How about the Brazilian guy, Teixeira? Like him.
That would have been a good fight.
That's not bad either. That's a
Harrison
good option
thing.
as well. That's not
Or
bad.
J-Rock moved up. That's what I'm saying. I think they kind of, I don't know, but I don't like the move because I feel like, and it's not a knock on Charlo, but I think they know that Tim Tszyu is a winnable fight. They know, it's a somewhat big fight, so they know what they're doing, bro. Because he could have, went the other route, fought the IBF guy, or fought Fundora. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna fight Fundora. I'm just saying they could have actually.
I don't think he's gonna fight Fundora, bro. A mí ellos le quieren darle a Fundora un título because posiblemente con un título en Coachella he could sell, bro. Because he's from Coachella, him and his sister. So si tú le das un título a ese muchacho, you can sell some tickets with that shit, bro. He'll probably fight for the big.
I'm gonna tell you right now, he's gonna end up fighting Spence. So I think that's why I don't think he's gonna end up fighting Charlo because Spence is gonna fight Fundora.
Te voy a decir, mira, esto es lo que yo posiblemente. I'm not. I can see that porque los dos pelearon con Ocampo, ¿no es verdad? So ahí está.
You can see what they're doing. And the
Pero también el ruso Mortazaliev. Él está ahí plantado. He's not fucking doing anything, and he's still IBF mandatory.
Has he fought since 2019?
Yeah, he does, but
He
bro,
has.
he fights sub touches. He don't even fight guys.
Yeah, they put it because they don't put him on the main card, bro. They put him on the non-televised version of the card. Literally, that's
oh my god.
Management team. Though.
Yeah,
That's management team. They know what they're doing, bro. They know what they're doing. They know that. Yo, why are we gonna risk it? They know what they're doing, bro. They wanted a harder fight.
They don't want people thinking about that guy, bro. That they trying to hide him and shit. And
the bell
like,
and
to
just
me, si él no pelea con Fundora, que when he goes up, si él no pelea con Fundora, maybe pelea con ese ruso for the IBF.
Yep. That's exactly what they're gonna do. What they're gonna do, bro. They're gonna build him up. He's doing main events, or he's gonna come out of nowhere. Watch, he's gonna fight somebody that has a name. And
Porque the other thing with Fundora is, look, for Spence, porque él está medio flojito. Esa pelea, like you need to ease him in. You don't just put him in there with Fundora because you know how Fundora fights, bro. He's gonna be all up on you, and hitting you with shit
to
on
get
the inside.
adjusted to the weight. We don't know, bro. The reason why I give respect to fighters, fuck what Malignaggi says, like, nah, moving up the weight is not easy because we seen fighters, bro. They look good at one weight class. They move up, they look like shit, and they're never.
Linares con Cano, Linares con Cano, Linares con Cano.
Yeah, everybody thought Linares was that was.
He destroyed him, bro.
Oh, I got another one.
Round.
For real, bro. Like that was. Ooh.
And
man, we see a lot of
Linares, like his best, not his best weight, but at 135, he still has some shit.
Yeah, but I think 140 was too much. Here's another one. I think we might have seen this with Charlo. I think at 160, he's definitely not gonna be good. I think Charlo peaked already. 160 is his weight.
They're gonna beat the shit out of him, bro. When he gets to 68.
Oh, they are, bro. Trust me.
They're gonna beat the shit out of him, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, you see it when guys move up. Sometimes they just peak at a weight class. Like they're not the same.
Tú sabes lo que él se quedó.
Bro, I was gonna say, imagine him versus Mbili.
That's what I was thinking about, bro. Mobili. That's what I was like, bro. If it were him versus Mobili, I would pick Mobili, bro.
Oh, bro, I know you guys are gonna criticize me, bro. I think he'll have a hard time with Scott again. Don't say shit because Montiel fucking gave him. Bro, bro, if he gets up for that fight, I'm telling you, bro. Bro. They better not try to, because that dude's gonna see that and be like, oh, because Charlo's not he has somewhat of a jab, but he don't fight like Plan, bro. They go toe to toe. I'm telling you, bro. Charlo will be from a rude awakening. And Montiel, bro, I'm telling you.
I'm gonna tell you who I would pick to beat Charlo, and motherfuckers would be shocked. Lerone Richards would take him to school, bro.
That's not shocking. I believe. I think
skill-wise, he's phenomenal, but I just don't know about his power, though. Skill-wise,
Espera, Julio, esta es la cosa. He don't need power. He doesn't go for the knockout anyway. Doesn't go for the knockout. He's gonna be bigger than Charlo, younger. He's quick as fuck. He's stocky, so he got some strength. Tiene algo. Y Charlo un pendejo, man. Ese tipo doesn't do nothing, bro.
Bro. And okay, here's the thing, bro. We'll get fighters when they have an off night, but it's like, how come every time you fight a certain guy that can fight back or has someone skill, you look bad, but other guys, and they say triangle theories, but three other guys.
He had like 3 off nights though. Yeah, Brandon Adams, which I think, bro, that dude is a junior middleweight. You're supposed to stop him.
Didn't Liam Smith knock him out? Didn't Liam Smith knock him out in 2 rounds? Or who's the guy that Liam Smith knocked out?
Korobov. You got Korobov. You lost to Korobov, bro.
Didn't Eubank stop him in 2 rounds? Didn't Ellis stop him?
Bro, with Charlo.
I know Korobov got injured.
With Charlo Richards,
he had to pull out.
I think a good comparison.
Lara.
It's not bad.
The best comparison, the stylistic matchup of Lerone Richards versus Charlo is the same stylistic matchup of Lara versus Charlo. That's a pure boxer. That's a dude. He's gonna stick and move, stay on the outside. He's not gonna throw a lot. There's not gonna be combinations, so there's not gonna be a lot for you to counter.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. That's the fight they'll probably, if he moves up Uzcategui. Depends on how he looks, but I'm telling you, like, if I'm them, I wouldn't risk that, bro, because I'm telling you.
Bueno, ¿con quién va a pelear? El Truex, ese tipo ya tiene como 40 años.
When I saw him here, bro. When I saw him here in Minnesota,
he's the average PB
in an eliminator, but it got canceled. So I don't know. Obviously, me being respectful, bro. I hope you get the Canelo sweepstakes, but I wasn't really being like, to look some out for him. No, bro. I was being nice, like, bro.
I know, pero es que if you're the PBC and you were trying to ease Charlo into super middleweight, you don't have a lot of It's just,
but here's the thing: for Charlo Scotty, would be a perfect fight because it's Charlo. I'm just saying that they were, but bro, I don't think they're even going to do that because, bro, I'm trying to tell you that's not a. They would have done Caleb Truex. What I think they were going to do was they were going to ease Caleb Truex in or throw a curveball, somebody we've never heard of, and then maybe try to see what.
Casare, Charlo Casare. The dude that Morel knocked out, bro. Que él estaba hablando mierda de todo el mundo, estaba hablando mierda de Canelo.
David, he was talking shit about David. I don't know that dude.
Talking shit about everybody, bro. Todos los días con Fino Boxing, todos los días.
Yeah, that shit was funny. I mean, I don't know, man. I think that dude doesn't even box anymore. I think that dude. I heard that he had like a lot of back problems. So it's like, nah, they probably make. Like I said, I don't put it past them, but they're gonna throw him in there with someone just to get warmed up. But I don't know what's gonna happen.
They don't have any. I don't see nobody they have that you could put Charlo in there with to where he doesn't end up in some shit. Like, nah, it's just not safe for you up there, bro. And he knows that too.
He knows that. Why do you think when I said, but bro, he doesn't want to? He's just saying it to promote
Nah,
his fight with
a lo mejor, if Reynold Quinlan or Rohan Murdoch are still boxing, I don't know. Maybe he'll fight them or somebody. Or Michael Zarafa.
He'll try to ease his way into a match, which I'll give him. Understand? They're probably looking at the guys that are going to be rated next. And bro, one thing about these promoters they know who's they check the rankings and they see who they will have to fight. So that's why they're careful. Like, it's boxing, but we've seen it. So they probably are trying to look at which organization we can weasel with, where we can fight like a fighter we know that will.
There isn't one though. There isn't one.
Yeah,
there isn't one.
Moment.
If you go to WBA route, you're gonna bump into David Morrell. You kidding me? He's gonna kill that kid. He'd kill him, bro. If you go, I think the safest route, and I don't even know how safe it is, but maybe is the IBF. Maybe.
No, I think I think
a lot of Germans in the IBF.
No. But
German guys. Tyrone's huge.
What's that IBF mandatory for 160? Was it William Skull?
William Skull, and he has a good record. He has a good record. I got to look at him because he might be in the running. But yeah, he could, maybe he gets that guy William Skull. But I got to look at him, bro, because Charlo sucks. Like, it's not like.
Oh yeah, I know. A good fight for Charlo coming up to 168. Children.
What you say? What you say, Leo?
No. I think Charlo,
the motherfucker that fought Canelo for the WBC title,
knocked out in the World Boxing Super Series.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, Yildirim. Oh god, yeah.
Got a good fight for him. Alfredo Angulo.
Nah, feed him to KSI.
Yo, what, bro? That's so fucked up. But bro, I don't know what they're gonna do with Charlo. Like, you gotta at first, what I thought their plan was they were gonna do this, bro. They were gonna have Charlo probably move up, fight, upgrade Adames, and then when Charlo moved up, probably fight Adames. But bro, you don't even know what they're gonna do. Like, Charlo, it seems like he doesn't even want to move up. It's like, give that guy Adames a shot, but it's like obviously they're gonna let him fight a get back, but it's like, what is he gonna do? Like, I don't know, man. This Charlo guy is interesting. How do you take
Look, you
bro, how do you take a whole year without defending the belt? Like, if anybody else did that, people would
retire, bro. Fucking retire. Like, he's another. Look, being real, he's another Keith Thurman. He's another one. Yeah. He's like, you're not in it. He's not in it, bro. Like, he's that Adames fight. Brujo, if they make that fight, bro. Brujo. Because there's no fucking money in it. There's no money. But it's dangerous. But there's no money. You don't be knocking people out, bro.
They should have just made Andrade.
Thank you. This like I don't really.
Yo, Ring, I heard that Demetrius Andrade is gonna fight on a PVC card. Did you ever hear?
I heard that. I did hear that, and I said that's the only place I can. I said this. I'm not trying to be on no shit. Just go back to the video. Just go back to the videos I did about Andre. Like, what is Andre gonna do? I said, this dude is probably gonna go to the PBC. There's nowhere else to go for where you want to be at. For where you want to be at, which is 168. There's nowhere else for you to go.
Who's gonna fight?
The other people can't use you, bro.
It's a good fit because they
need it. Look. Even though Andre is quasi-retired, right? He's still not as quasi-retired as Charlo. Charlo is like, bro, you don't even. I see it that, bro, you don't want to fight.
Yeah, you can see it.
But here's the thing, Ring. I'm surprised they picked him up. Like,
see,
with all due respect,
with Thurman, I agree with your point about Keith Thurman, but at least Keith Thurman had injuries. Charlo's just a bum.
Yo, Ring, I'm surprised if they did pick him up, because let's be respectfully. He's kind of like 35, and like, I don't know. I've never really seen PBC pick up somebody unless they're a big name.
They didn't have Abner Mares out here fighting not but a few months ago.
That's Abner Mares, but it seems like bro, because obviously,
bro, the dude has one eye. Dude has one eye.
Bro, go look at their roster right now. Go look at their stable right now. They're all like 40.
How many people they got in the late 30s and early 40s?
No, legit. Like Andre
Like
would be
Luis
a good,
Cala.
Andre would be a good signing for them. Yeah, because that's how thin the stable. Like, bro, you
What
need
happens if they sign
somebody.
him and they don't? He doesn't get any of the fights that we expect or that we. I'm just saying,
Well,
I'm surprised because.
all right, now put it this way: they're not. If they sign Andre, right? You know what it's gonna look like? Andre is gonna probably fight guys that other guys fought, and then, like I don't know that Charlo's ever gonna fight Benavidez, to be honest with you, but I believe that Demetrius would be willing. He'd fight Benavidez because Benavidez is not that good, and people don't understand that because they don't know what they're looking at. They see him do this wild shit. Like when I saw the Lemieux fight, and he pins down Lemieux in the corner, and that whole, bro, you're not.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't think they're gonna put David. Like I'm telling you right now, like if you can move or somewhat box, I'm telling you right now, like the Boo Boo has skills, bro. Like I'll give him that. If you don't got skills, you're not beating that.
I'm just telling you that it can't be that. Well, we know Charlo won't fight David, but David, no, it can't be that. Like you have to make fights.
Honest, I think the only guy that would actually fight him is actually Plant. To be honest, I'll give Plant. I think Plant would actually fight him. I don't think Samson will make the.
Just beyond Plant. This is the point. All right, Andre is not campaigning at 60. He's going to 68. I'm assuming, you've been at 60 for years. You're probably going to go to 68. Okay, ¿Quién está en 68? Caleb Plant, David Morrell, David Benavidez. That's what you got. El pendejo de Charlo, he's going to come back at middleweight, bro. He's going to come back and fight Sulietsky. Y después de eso, maybe he moves up, pero no va a querer pelear con nadie. And in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the Sulietsky fight is the only fight that he has all of next year. I wouldn't be surprised. Because it's that mediocre.
To be honest, I mean, I don't expect him to fight Morrell. I don't know why people are like, bro, so we're going to start
Nadie va a pelear con David Morrell. Nadie va a pelear.
Bro, because, they beat him. They're going to say he wasn't ready. It's not.
No, stop saying if they beat him. Look, bro, this is what I know. He fought a dude and put him in the hospital, okay? David Benavidez is not putting people. No, you're not. You're not even all that, bro. Morrell is better.
Bro, I'm just saying.
Morrell is better. Morrell is better. Morrell is better. Yes, he's better. He's better.
I've seen him fight.
Yes, he's better. He's better, bro. He's better. David doesn't. Look, la vaina que hace David. That's not skills, bro. You're just big.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. In that fight, experience is gonna matter. I'm not gonna use an example, but I'm telling you right now.
Experiencia con quién? David Lemieux.
I mean, the rounds he has more.
Polo, are you high on David Benavidez?
No, I'm not high in David. No. I don't like that. I'm just saying. I look at the experience. I'm not gonna expect someone with 8 fights to beat someone that's been a pro for.
Ellos no van a pelear ahora. Ellos no van a pelear ahora. Esa es la otra cosa. Ya tú sabes que quién va a pelear. Quien va a pelear es Caleb Plant, no es verdad. So esa pelea is not next. Whenever it is, esto es la vaina. David Morrell no es el que se estaba matando estos años to make super middleweight. David Benavidez has been. And sooner or later, I'm telling you, sooner or later, because that's how it is. And you don't expect it. Lo que le pasó a Jared Hurd, eso le va a pasarle a él también. You've been there too long.
People on Twitter saying that Joe Smith would be an easy fight. I'm like, no, it wouldn't, bro. That would be a hard fight.
Bro, you got dropped by Ronald Gavril. No, it's not an easy fight. You got set.
If he beats him, we gotta give him credit. But I'm not confident. Like, I'm not like. Here's the thing. I'm not confident that he would be like. Obviously, I wouldn't bet the house or anything, but I'll give him a chance. But I would favor Joe Smith because of weight class. Joe Smith's a big dude. The fighting style that David has is for he's not a mover. It's just it falls in Joe Smith's favor. But I wouldn't confidently be like, oh, David would win. I would favor Joe Smith because of weight class. But bro, I don't even know if
I'll say this much. David is not as big a puncher as people think he is. He's not. You're not getting guys out. It's always referee, TK. You're not getting guys out. You're not that guy. You're not that guy. And if they actually let you go to 175, they are gonna beat the fucking shit out of him up there. The shit.
I think he'd have to go. He'd have to go through the gears with Craig Richards. Craig Richards would give him
because of the jab. He's used to fighting guys that he bears down on.
No. He fights guys. Listen, this is why true. Obviously the record. They say he fights guys that come and try to rush him or fight for his style. He doesn't fight
Yeah,
guys
because
that
he
move.
can bear down on them. Y el momento que él está peleando con alguien que es alto o que es high level y ellos tienen un jab to take that, like, no, motherfucker, I ain't little, like, I'll fight your ass outside because I can. I'm telling you, Callum will knock that motherfucker out.
David likes to fight guys
His
who
fights are the same. All of David's, they're all the same. It's always.
he likes to fight. He prefers guys if they come to him. That's just what he likes.
Yeah, yo en esa vaina, yo en esa.
And he's used to.
Go ahead, Julio.
He's used to punching down. I think the moment he has to be eye to eye with someone, the same way Wilder was with Fury, have issues.
That's I watch him and motherfuckers think I know I say a lot of shit to bother people, and I do. I understand that. But what I'm saying, it's not cap, bro. He's not that guy. Like, no, the shit you be doing, you doing shit. It's like if you have 2-player mode on, right? But nobody's holding the other controller, so you're just beating the shit out of the other guy.
To be honest, bro, you know what it is, bro. They feel like he's a threat to fighters they don't like. But here's the thing, bro. I'm not trying to, David is, Rasa, but I keep it real. It's like, bro, they just hype him up because who he's with and stuff like that. If he was with another promoter,
I'm telling you, all right. Zerto is a better body puncher than David. Zerto actually picks his punches. And no tira. When Zerto's on his shit, forget the Bivol fight. That's one fight. When Zerto's on his shit, he actually picks his punches. He gets it under the elbow.
Yeah,
he
that's one loss though. And he fought better fight. I mean, Arthur Abraham is better than Darrell, bro. Like we seen.
David is fighting a water bag, bro. That's how, like, he's eating a water bag. That's how he fought. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
For me, the Benavidez situation came too close to David Morrell. Look, David Morrell, he might be a very good fighter, but it's not going to be a star. No, stop it.
No.
So if the matchmakers were comfortable with David Benavidez winning that fight, they will make that fight already.
Agreed.
His own coach said they didn't want the fight, and I mean, it's not really on that. That's not on David. You gotta understand, bro. He has 8 fights. They're not gonna make the fight. Both sides, they want, but they're gonna wait and see later down the line. But it's not.
Ellos están haciendo con esa pelea lo que hicieron con Caleb Plant. No,
basically, yeah. They're gonna wait 4 years.
What about that David Caleb fight, y'all? I'm expecting that fight to be honestly very, very competitive.
No, listen. I'm gonna wait until fight week because they better not pull some shit where something happens because his own dad is gonna park some people. The fight's not official and complaining. But bro, Plant is the A side. He had the belt. He got the fight. It's like, why is it wrong? He's asking for a bigger ring. If you're comfortable beating him, why are you upset that, like, when Canelo and Billy Joe Sanders, they gave that man his fucking ring, and you're complaining.
Tarde o temprano, tú vas a ver que David is not, like, they think he's good, and it's so weird that, like, you can't see that. Look, when you're in there with a good fighter, a lot of that shit that you be doing, you can't do none of that shit. You do that shit because the guys you fight suck. That's why you do that shit. You think you can me with a Joe Smith? No, bro, he'll knock your fucking head off.
Oh,
Jules,
he'd be what we look at as like Diego Pacheco. He'd be like that level if he.
Jules, you see David doing that to Caleb? You see David doing that to Caleb? The shoe shine shit?
It's gonna be harder. It's gonna be harder because what Plant is gonna do, Plant is gonna jab his body. It's gonna be a boring fight some way, but hey, bro, it's boxing. You get it how you can. He's gonna jab his body, and he's gonna be moving a lot. He's gonna stay away from the ropes and try to keep the fight at the center of the ring.
Hold on, fam. Hold on. I've never seen David and the guy. I've never seen that, and I've watched a lot of his fights, and it's not. It don't be like that. See, I could see Caleb being on the receiving end of a shoe shine if he gets caught, but David doesn't set up punches. He just throws bullshit. It's just bull. Like, all of that is bullshit, bro. You throwing like that because you have no fear of what the other guy's going to throw back, because that's how soft the competition is. You wouldn't be throwing like that if the guy had a good right hand that he could set up, or a good jab that he could pop you with and keep you honest. No, a lot of that shit he does is pure bullshit. The shit with Lemieux in the corner, bro. That's like gratuitous. Like, bro, of course you're gonna do Lemieux like that.
He's throwing corkscrews. He throws corkscrews.
Bro, to be honest,
it all started with the fucking Corky Medina.
Yo, to be honest, that Lemieux win would have been more impressive if he did it. If say Lemieux, but Lemieux was washed already after the pandemic, bro. You see how much weight he. Yeah, because that Gary Sutherland knockout was decent, but I don't know what happened to Lemieux after he moved up, bro. That dude just gained weight. The pandemic, he took layoffs. Like I thought at 168, he wasn't gonna be a champion, but I thought he'll be like.
Nah, yo sabía que tú sabes lo que con Lemieux, él es gordito, and he outgrew 160, pero he's not a big guy. He was just like a stocky. He's not gonna big. It's like this la misma vaina que le pasó a Curtis Stevens. Que él es pequeñito, pero él un gordo. So too big for this, but you're too short for that. You know, and that's Lemieux. You're too big for this, but you're too short to be up there, bro. You can't be up there, bro. You're not gonna beat nobody, especially the way that he fights.
Yeah, he was washed, bro. I don't know why they did that, bro. That's a shame. Like I knew that he was because his last fight, bro. Yo, add Isan. Isan is on. I think Isan wants to get added.
Yeah, but I'm about to shut it down, bro. It's been like 3 hours.
Yeah, this is what I want to say. If the matchmakers were comfortable with David Benavides putting him against all these PBC super middleweights, they will have doing that already. Look at James
DeGale.
Look at Jermel Charlo. Jermel Charlo fought everyone on the PBC table, with belt or without belt, because they were comfortable with Jermel Charlo. His probabilities to win were there. It was the favor to win all those fights. With David Benavides, the matchmakers know it's not the favor with David Morrell.
He's not that guy. Shout out to my man Undefeated who says unpopular opinion. Morrell beats Benavides and Tio beats Regis. I could agree with the first one a little bit, but I'm gonna be real with you. And before I close it out, the reason that I don't really feel that Teofimo can beat Regis, at least not for another year. Maybe when Regis gets older and slows down, then we could talk. But right now, I really don't think he beats Regis because you haven't been hit. You weren't really hit at 30. You didn't get hit, you know? And George dropped you. George!
Yo, I have a question though. If Teofimo stops Santa Martin, full credit to him. Is that a statement? Because I'm picking him to beat. Yeah, because people were. Hey,
Sandor's never been stopped. He's never been stopped.
Yeah, and where's the narrative that he's ducking Arnold? No, he got the fight. You saw how he went and got Santa. And Santa Martin is coming off a good, 2 wins ago, whatever. So Santa Martin is a good name. So if he stops him, man.
Well, yeah, but it's hard to get the image of you asking, "Don't put me in there with Barboza." That shit still sound like what it sound like.
But bro, I wanted the fight, but I didn't like how Arnold looked. If he would have stopped that, dude, I think Arnold needs.
No, it's not even that. You look. If it's certain shit, bro. If you know the guy well enough, you know his name. That means you thought about him. That means you've been thinking about him. And you went up to them people after that fight, and the first shit on your mind, don't put me in there with Arnold. That's fear, bro.
Yep.
Fucking fear. Because how the fuck you thinking about that man if you just want to fight? Don't put me in there with Arnold, bro.
But George, you remember not only did George drop to you, like y'all remember what his face looked like after that fight?
And y'all think that he could last with this is what I mean, bro. Like I don't understand. Listen, bro, his best win is a very small person. And he didn't even, it wasn't dominant. You only won rounds where he didn't throw. Then when he started throwing, he couldn't miss you.
And you didn't know what to do.
And you telling me Regis won't open this kid face up? Like, it's not hate. I'm just telling you, Regis is a man. Teofimo is a boy. It's a difference. And if they fought next, I got Regis knocking his little ass out. Whoa.
I don't know about that. I'm telling you.
Tio not going to fight Regis, though.
I think he is.
Hold up, you don't have to know about that. You watched George knock him down. So it is what it is.
Theories, bro. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. We watch other guys get dropped, but they don't. I'm telling you right now.
Drop Regis.
I'm telling you, I think Theo.
Who dropped Regis, Polo? Who dropped Regis?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying we've seen in other fights because a guy drops another guy. Doesn't I don't know. I gotta see it, but
my God, lo que le hizo a Chong, y te lo voy a decir ahora. Chong is a great fighter. Don't let that performance tell you that he's not a great. He's a great fighter.
I never said that.
Dangerous. Okay, pero déjame hablar, manín. He's a
Polo,
great
who'd you have winning the Chong? There's a pay to
Hold
Regis fight.
wait.
Go ahead.
Not a lot of guys at 140 could do Chong like that. And it's not. I'm telling you, no, it's not.
No.
After round three, that was all pro grade. After round three,
yeah.
At first, they was both being careful. That was all pro grade all day. A lot of guys can't do Chong like that, bro. Nah. He punished Chong, and I still fuck with Chong.
And not only punished, not did he punish, he knocked his ass out. The first one to do it.
I'm just going to tell you right now, like, Teofimo's main advantage has always been that you were big for lightweight. Yeah, at lightweight. You not even big at super lightweight, bro. It's mad people bigger than you up there. And stronger than you.
He's gonna, bro, don't let that boy grow into. I'm telling you, he's gonna be Sandor Martin. I'm picking confident. I think he's gonna be, and I don't want to hear. I'm telling you, I don't be surprised if he stops him, but he's gonna be Sandor Martin, and I don't want Sandor Martin. What he's gonna
right, just like Durdo was gonna be, just like Durdo was gonna be Bevo,
undefeated, right? Bro, manín, el mata. Espere,
no. Just like Dylan White was gonna.
Go ahead, say it. I know you.
Hold on, let me talk, bro. El mata a Lomachenko. El tipo es muy grande, da muy duro. Te lo estoy diciendo. Weight class is like, look, I think Loma's he's great. But if he went up to 140, they'll do him like they did Linares. You do not belong up there. You're too little. You don't belong up there, bro. If he went up there, it's guys that are not as skilled as him. Nowhere near. Like, Pablo Cano is not more. Yeah, Pablo Cano is not more skilled than Jorge Linares. He's not. But he's bigger.
Yo, that was an upset, though. That was I was surprised. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, we know that. No, but that's the thing, Lomachenko. Maybe if they did it at a catch weight, or maybe say they did.
No, fuck the catch weight, bro. You either at 40 or you not, bro.
No, I'm talking about. I think Loma maybe in the rematch could have beaten him, but at 140, I don't think that's too much. That rematch should have happened when they had the chance. But I'm telling you, at 140, yeah, Lomachenko is still correct. I still think he beats a lot, but you're right, weight class. But I'm thinking the female will grow into a weight. But hey, AJ, you saying that you want to bet in the Sandor Martin fight? I got Theo.
Oh, you do, huh? Okay.
Yeah,
I'll let you know. I'm still favored a little bit, but I'll let you know.
Yeah, but don't do that picks. We all get picks wrong, but come on. No, I'm just saying. I have a feeling because looking at Martin don't got the power. I don't know. It just tells me that I think Theo's going to put the performance. I had him knocking out Pedraza, too.
I mean, Pedraza, I could see. Pedraza, I could have seen that que él no noquea. Pero, con este tipo, vamos a ver, because I'm not knocking him. I just know that he has a style that it's like, don't chase him, Tio. Because if you chase him, then he's going to do you how he do them other guys. You got to hold the center and try to make him come to you. If you do that, you can beat him. But if you chase him, he's going to turn on you, bro. He's just going to keep turning you and turning you.
I'm excited because he puts a statement. Because to be honest, bro, we can't be because Pedraza was the home guy. It's like, bro, if it was somebody else, I'm not saying they would have given them credit. I just think Pedraza, like, we'll see what happens. Or if Pedraza gets one more good win, or is he gonna get fighting one of those other guys?
Él necesita esta pelea porque si es verdad que tú vas a pelear con the winner of Taylor versus Catterall, si eso es la verdad, you need this fight.
Yeah, because who knows what they're gonna do too. We gotta see what happens. He could go to the WBA route.
Él es zurdo. Sandor es zurdo. Catterall es zurdo. Taylor es zurdo. All three of them guys have good feet. All three of them. So, esta es la preparación que él necesita. Con Pedraza, eso no te va a preparar este tipo for those two guys. It's not.
I have a question, Ring. What if he does say beat Sandor and say for some reason Taylor can't fight until like late next year or has a fight? Would you be mad Theo goes on a run like Sandor, Pedraza, Taylor? Would you be mad at that run?
Sandor, Pedraza, Taylor? I mean, no, porque tú sabes lo que tú no debes estar peleando con gente como Pedraza. You shouldn't fucking know. Tú ten el 140, ¿no es verdad? Okay, go with Arnold Barboza. What's the problem? What is the fucking problem?
But the thing is, Pedraza has a 2 division. You gotta understand, bro. But they're gonna go for the name. Arnold hasn't had
Manín, Pedraza no ganó nada en el 140. No ganó nada.
He beat. He
didn't beat nobody there, bro. What are you talking? Didn't he lose? Look, he lost to Chung. He lost to Ramirez. He drew with Comey. He didn't do nothing at 140, bro.
I mean, he had some wins at 140. He beat a undefeated guy. I don't know if that counts. He beat
I know the young guy. I did see that. The young guy. I did see. And he was an underdog. He schooled him. And he schooled him.
And bro, he wasn't supposed to win that fight. That dude was supposed to win.
Pero sin embargo, when he stepped up from that was a prospect that he fought. That young guy. I know the Puerto Rican kid. I know you're talking about. That's a prospect. Con Ramirez, you lost. Con Cepada, you lost. Con Comey.
No, bro. I mean, but I thought he won that fight. But I'm saying, I feel like if he would have fought, maybe, I don't know. To be fair, Pedraza might actually end up fighting Arnold. So if Arnold beats Pedraza, hey, that would be a fight.
Porque tú sabes, I would give Arnold the pass to fight Pedraza. Porque Teofimo no te quiere darte un chance. No te quiere darte un chance. So Arnold gets a pass. If Arnold fights Pedraza, I'll give him a pass because I know Teofimo don't want to fight you. He literally said it out his own mouth. He don't want to fight you.
Say they don't want to fight certain fighters.
Sorry to interject, gents. Not gents. I'm signing off. Y'all take it, all right?
Yeah, I'll let you, man. I'm about to shut it down. Polo, everybody, glad having y'all on. Catch y'all on the next live. I am gonna go live for Chocolatito versus Estrada 3. Join me on the Chitty Chat. Holla at y'all.
My man.